Chat, why do we have people out here getting arrested for attempted murder? Like, we have watched Mojo drama. What is going on in the year of 2026? Like, I look in, I read these titles and get this stuff together, and I'm like, what the fuck is actually going on? But why are you guys separating? Scattering ain't gonna help you. You gotta listen to this news today, chat. And it's absolute bullshit. Yeah, literally help me, please, dear God. What the fuck is going on out there, guys? What the fuck is going on? We got bananas. We got, you know, companies getting fucking canceled over AI contests. What are they thinking? What the fuck are they thinking, guys? Yes. Literally, guys, a game that I have played several times on my stream has entirely eviscerated their entire reputation over an AI contest. And I gotta tell you what's crazy, guys. All the pro AI peeps that we've been looking at these past couple days, it's really funny because this was overwhelmingly, yeah, no, fuck AI. It was actually insane, which is very, in my opinion, that's a good thing, right? Because we have the whole stuff go on with Neverness, all the pro AI people are kind of coming out of the woodworks, eating me off the screen, talking shit about Guy Lily and Iron Mouse, and then this stuff comes out with party animals, and everything just, nah, it's a one-sided fucking just, like, I don't know, like, overflowing, just, like, tsunami of people, like, oh, hell no, dude. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And also with the AI, no, wait! I didn't get to watch it yet, Mario. I did see that Charlie put out something about it, but I haven't been able to look at that yet. Oh my god!
Making the mother of all omelets, dear Jack. Can't spread over every egg. Why won't you die? Can't hurt me, Jack. Nanomachine, son.
Like, what's crazy to me too, Evan, is like, don't get me wrong, I like Party Animals, but like, Party Animals is not the greatest game of all time, you know what I mean? Like, it's a fun game to play with friends, but, you know, it is like, it's forgettable, right? It's another friend slap game. It's fine. It's good to play with friends, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not like fucking like Elden Ring Night Rain where you're like, oh my god, it's just the greatest thing ever. Like, it's just like, yes, it's a good game. So why the fuck would you ruin the little reputation that you had by throwing all that shit in the trash? Absolutely fucking nuts. I was going to Sweetheart early on, and I'm stuck here for a long while. Well, you're welcome, Titan. I try to call everybody Sweetheart. But hello, everybody. Thank you for all the watch streaks. Mr. Big Stuff, thank you for the 135. I appreciate you so much, guys. I do have a little bit of updates for all of you. So, however, I would like your help. If you could let me know something, chat. It'd be super helpful. So, we're almost ready to go with the bikini model, but I'm trying to decide what I want to do it live 2D or 3D. So do me a favor. If you would like to see it more live 2D, type 1. If you would like to see the new bikini model in 3D, type 2. So if you want it regular, like live 2D, like my normal models, type 1. If you want it 3D like this, type 2. But I'm still trying to decide. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do. I think I'm leaning towards 3D, but I'm not sure yet. It's kind of hard. Like, and then I get fucking yeeted into oblivion. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Wait, where the fuck did I actually go? Yeah, wait. Oh. What the fuck is this? What is this? I'm just a fucking white silhouette. Yeah, it looks like we want to see more 3D. All right. Why am I just a white silhouette? Oh my god. Maybe because I'm not good at tough decisions like this. I think I'm leaning toward 3D as well. That way I can do full body tracking and all that. I'm really sorry, guys. I had some issues with my full body, but I think I've got it all, you know, back up and ready to go. So, I'm looking like 3D, huh? A King Bad Apple, yeah. I got you guys. But cue the ooey cat with the bad apple. I got you. I've ascended into godhood, chap. I am the purest being that ever existed. Can it not be like the last one though? Oh my god, it will not be that. It will be, this will be the base, like this right here is like the base, right? We're just gonna do the bikini, so Yeah. We're gonna leave all that. We're gonna leave all that. I'm sure you're aware, Laura, but Silverill's brother. I did see that. That was really sad. I really that sucks. I did not realize that was her brother as well. Yeah, I really did not realize that because I've interacted with them. So a few years ago, it's very sad.
I'm so
very sad.
disappointed. I remember when I was in the alpha playtest for Party
Oh, where
Animals.
were you? That's pretty cool.
Had a blast then.
Yeah.
Had to wait for years. Or
Right,
the
right,
full
right.
game, but now pulling off this BS.
Yeah, what a fucking
which
PR
is a
nightmare,
PR
dude.
nightmare to deal WI. TH, who in the right sane mind came in the office
And thought it was a good
tucked
idea.
this as
It's
a
always
good
the PR
idea.
people. Deception, it's always the PR people. They're always like, oh my god, so hear me out. Okay, are you ready for this? I got a big brain idea. Gen AI. And everybody's like, oh, hell yeah, let's do it. This will go over great. And then they actually put it out and people are just like, boo this man, boo this man.
This guy stinks!
It's like, guys, nobody wants that shit. Yes, I understand overseas and in some development companies, that is acceptable. But guys, when you make it over here to like the West, we don't want anything to do with that shit. We want nothing to do with it. You gotta realize that as a general populace, most people do not want AI. I mean, for the corporal guys, it means less cost. Yeah, exactly. And that's the whole thing. They want to save money, but at the same time, it's like, guys, you're trying to save money so much, you forgot about, oh, I don't know, not stealing from other people because that's what Gen AI is. You're just stealing from people. You're taking shortcuts. We don't want that. We don't want that. Yeah, fortunately, it's a tool that is too easily be used. Exactly. I mean, like, trust me, I get it. Gen AI AI as a tool, totally cool. We love that, right? AI is a great tool to assist us in things like weather generation or, agriculture or the medical field. Like, AI is a good thing, right? But generative AI, literally no need for it. Absolutely. I tried to get Party Animals refunded because I never watched lots of game and only bought it because King Beast was dead. They rejected it in an hour. Yeah, I was going to say, because it was 2 years ago, they're not going to do that. I'm sure a lot of people are requesting refunds, so they're probably like, fuck this shit. So guys, I got some great news. It's been a while since I talked about this, but I haven't really been able to, talk about much just because my grandmother's been going through chemotherapy. But guys don't know, my grandmother a few months ago was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. I went to go visit, see how they were doing. My grandmother's been doing AI assistance is not the problem. Right, exactly. So she's been doing chemotherapy. Things have been okay, but she's been having to deal with that. Well, I have some good news. So I don't know if it was centimeters. Maybe centimeters is the wrong measurement, but I don't remember. But her tumor went from 3 centimeters. I don't know if it's centimeters or millimeters. 3 centimeters after the chemotherapy to 1 centimeters. So maybe it's millimeters. I don't know. But anyway, guys, it's 33% of the size that it started as. So that is fantastic. That is the news that you want. The chemotherapy is working. It's reducing the tumor. It is now 1/3 of the size that it was. So next month, she is going to be undergoing surgery to have that tumor removed. So things are looking really good. After she does the surgery, she does have to do a few more rounds of chemotherapy just to make sure that, no loose cancer cells kind of went anywhere, latched onto anything. But yeah, things are looking really good. So I know I told you guys I would update you. It's been a while. But yeah, good news for my grandmother. So yippee, W's. Let's get W's in the chat. Fuck cancer. I'm sorry to hear that, Retro. I mean, it's hard. What? What are you doing? Dude.
I made a website for orphans once. It had no
Bruh.
homepage, though.
Bruh. That's horrible. And also, thank you for the 10,000 bits. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Thank you for the 10,000. That's a lot of biddies, guys. Huge W. Make sure you take a moment and thank Walk for all of those bits. Absolutely crazy, dude. Thank you so much. That's like 50 minutes just boom right there, dude. I think it's 50 minutes. I don't remember. Thank you so much. You laugh so I'm not in trouble. bro. Stop giving me all these biddies, bro. Stop giving me all the biddies. What the fuck is that, dude? Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Walk. No homepage. The poor orphans. I've had a good morning so far. I mean, to be honest, I woke up at 6 o'clock to get ready for news. I did a little bit of work beforehand, so that way I can kind of relax after a stream. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's been okay. I hadn't been like super exciting or anything like that. Yeah, I wish I would be like, oh my god, I did all this really cool stuff, and it was amazing. It kind of was. I didn't really do that much, guys. I wish my mother was lucky, but unfortunately it was a terminal illness. I'm so sorry to hear that, Volcano Lord. Yeah, I know that cancer is an absolute bitch. It's an absolute bitch, guys. And, you know, my heart goes out to everybody that's ever had to deal with that. You know, this is kind of, I mean, I've lost family members to cancer, but I think this is like kind of like, the first one is a real adult that I have remember and like I'm dealing with like every day. So, you know, it's kind of, it's just one of those things, right? I feel like everybody has medical issues. Everybody goes through a family member having medical issues, but it doesn't make it any easier for anybody else. So, yo, what's up, Big Ol? How are you, sweetheart? Moon. If you're looking for the milk, check out the channel points. Yeah, one free cup of milk, but that's it. Don't ask for any, and there's none from the source. My dog had to have a blob removed last year. It's scary, yeah. Oh, poor pupper. Poor pupper. Speaking of pupper, chat. Speaking of pupper. So Ian and I have been talking. We were talking about this year. Chocolate milk. Oh, you might have to ask Ruzu for that. So we've been talking about this year, chat. So if you don't know, I'm going to be taking a pretty sizable vacation coming up at the end of September into October. I'm going to be gone for, let me count how many days it is. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll be gone 11 days on a vacation. Oh my god, that's a long vacation. So I'm going to be gone for a pretty sizable vacation coming up. I don't plan on really taking any large breaks until that point, right? So no, I'm not going to Japan. We haven't hit that goal yet, by the way. That's the number at the bottom, guys. That's what all those points are for. The 3,200. That's Japan. But yeah, we're going on a long trip during then, and then over Christmas, I think my family wanted to do something like small. So I think that those are gonna be our two things that we're gonna have trips for coming up this year. So I don't plan on taking any more breaks. That week off was only because I was really, really hurting. So we will not be having any breaks really or any big ones. I might take a weekend off occasionally, but that's kind of it, right? So no more big vacations until then. But I did want to let you know that after that, Ian and I are considering getting another doggo. It'll be at the start of 2027. So we're thinking about it. But weekends on the main. Okay, well, I'll take like 1 weekend off a month, like I said I would, right? Oh dear, Poppy. I know. So some big plans are coming, and then I think that my bikini model will debut sometime in July or August. I think it's going to be more July, closer to July than it is August. But big things are moving along, chat. So good things are coming. Have funny vacation, remember, where we're going. I'll tell you all the deets about all that. Can we pick? You're going to pick my dog? What? You're not going to pick my dog. Maybe I'll let you vote on the name, though. I'll still disregard what you say, but maybe I'll let you vote on the name. I didn't mean every Saturday off and every other Sunday. No, I can't take that much time off. I have a subathon to run. We'll let chat, if we get a doggo, what would you name the doggo? It's gonna be a girl doggo, by the way. It's always gotta be a girl doggo, so I'm not fucking naming it Arby's. No, bro. This is ours, not yours. So, you know, but just humor them. Just humor them. Galorbo. The Galubgo Game Galam. Melania. That would actually be badass. If it was a boy, I would definitely name it Blind. Yeah, Blind would be like such a cool name. Or like, what if we name it Ronnie? That'd be cute. We can have the pupper named Ronnie. Pupper fun for triple time on some of them. Pupper fun for triple time on some of them. You guys really want me to open a fund for a pupper? Yo, Aussie passport. I love that. I love that. That's crazy. I mean, like, guys, doggos are expensive. You know, like, doggos are expensive, guys. Zelda, that'd be a cute name. Although, I think I've run into huskies named Zelda before, so maybe not. Bread Club, bruh. But Ronnie would be cute as fuck. Or Melania. No, but everybody, Melania's too specific. I don't know. Well, I'll have to think about it. What are like a bunch of like, what about Melana? That'd be cute. Yeah, pets are expensive, but like, we don't. Pompanyi? Pumperump? Name it Yomi. No, I'm not naming my dog Yomi. Look, Nid, I don't need to put another collar and leash on anybody else. Yomi's already got enough of those. Oh my god. Oh no. Send that to Yomi. Compared to today, 20 or 30 years ago, doggos are more affordable. But like, okay, so wait, quick question. What doggo do you actually want to get? Yeah, what doggo do you actually want to get? Yeah, the tea's already. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not naming my dog Yomi. Although something like Elden Ring theme would be really cute. I don't know if you name me Yomi, you could talking about her and say things like Yomi sat and rolled over like a good girl, and not lie, but like Yomi bark for me, good girl. A nice one. A nice one. We talked about a Samoyed. Do you guys know what a Samoyed is? They're in the same family as like huskies, but I don't know. I've grown up with huskies my whole life, so like I kind of like, I don't know. I think Samoyeds are very, very cute. I don't know. They're like the big, here, I'll show you a picture of them. They're like big and fluffy and white. Yeah, they're in the husky family though. I don't know if I can deal with another husky, guys. Bear was a menace when she was little. Okay, let's see. Look at him. They're so cute. They're so cute. Yeah, but I've always had a husky growing up, so like, bro, I'm not getting a Great Pyrenees. Look at them. They're just so cute. The little fluffy marshmallow faces just scrunchy. I love them. Popper. They're such divas. Yeah, but they're just like me, so we'll get along. Oh my god. Purebred huskies are $1,500, by the way. Yeah, seriously, I know. My first husky was purebred. Trust me, I know. But like, she lives so long. Yeah, she lives so long. So I feel like it's kind of, it's worth it, you know, like, they are expensive. Hold on, let me see. Let me look it up. Yeah, let's see what the going rate is for a purebred. Yeah, about $1,500. Jesus Christ, dude, dogs are expensive. Dogs are expensive. I have 3 big dogs, 2 Rob Collies and 1 German Shepherd. Their names are Loki, Mulder, and Kid. That's cute. Great Pyrenees would need all the mean people though and be an absolute sweetheart. That's true. Great Pyrenees are pretty awesome. Yeah, good gracious. Good gracious, dude. But like, honestly, I will say when they're purebred, they have like, they're less likely to get like cancer and things like that. So like, I mean, it is really worth it. It really, really is. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. They're so cute. About as much as a 5080 RTX. Yeah, guys, let me just pump up my PC. Why do I need a doggo? Like, let me see if there's actually any near me. Oh wow, there's actually quite a lot near me. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Yeah, there's a lot of people that actually breed them near where we live, so interesting. Okay, well, you know, I'll take a look at it a little bit more later. Yeah, no, like actually bears shed so much. I was keeping an eye at the local shelter, might be able to get a husky or husky mix. Yeah, very true, Nid, very true. I will just tell you, holy fucking shit, dude. Bear was a menace when she was little. She chilled out a lot, but oh my god, she was a menace.
I can't imagine having to take
care of me. What are you
both
talking about?
you
Okay, yeah, she does
and
do that.
puppy Elara.
Oh, there's a lot of breeders apparently near where we live. Want to go to a shelter and like pay tickets, of course. If a dog is in there for you, on the pub will find you. Okay, so deception. I kind of did that with Bear, right? So I got Bear from like a family friend, but I think now I only want to go the route of like a purebred. I'm going to tell you why this is. I know there's a lot of doggos that need help and need love and need adoption and things like that. But I cannot go through what I went through with Bear again. I literally cannot, guys. Fuck, I'm about to cry even just talking about it. I cannot go through that again, guys. The medical stuff, it killed me, guys. It killed me. I know they're your pet and you have to take care of them. And I would have done anything for Bear in the world. I did anything for Bear in the world, but I just like, I don't know if I can like mentally go through that again. It was too much. It was just like, holy fuck. It was too much. So I don't think I'm going to go that route only because of things like that, sadly. Because I know there's a lot of sweet doggos that would love a good home too, you know? But that's what my dad's for. My dad, adopts all the fucking huskies at the fucking, like, pound or other stuff like that. So my dad's the one that has, 3 fucking dogs. But yeah, I totally understand deception. I feel like I've thought about that a lot, and I just think that mentally, I don't think I can deal with that. So, I think I would have to get a purebred. I'm currently doing research project for school on the anatomy of fear. What would you say your childhood fears were? My childhood fear is a first-time chatter coming in to my chat and asking me a really personal and invasive question. I'm sorry, that's not actually my fear. I'm just fucking with you. What's up? Oh, my greatest childhood fear was watching Alien because my dad, for some reason, thought that it was a good idea for me to watch Alien when I was like 4 years old. And now I'm scarred forever. The end. More dogs. More dogs goes the better. I have 5. Oh, yes. More dogs, the better. I mean, I wish I could have a bunch of doggos, but, I don't think so, guys. I think I could only do 1. Nah, you're fine. I'm just fucking with you. You're good. It wasn't even that invasive. Yes, exactly. That's why I like the husky, like, doggos. They're very talkative. They're very, like, social. I have 3 service dogs, and it's funny as hell. I love that. Yeah, but goat series, no, they're scary. It's scary. We don't want to watch any of that shit. No, we're not doing that. No more fucking Alien. I'm not playing Alien Isolation 2. Fuck that shit. When you do tea time with other VTubers, you put them in on a timer. Yes, there's a timer for all the groups. Yep. Holy sheesh, man, those are big. I just got here. What's big? Come on, say with your mouth open. Come on, chest out. What's big exactly? Hot, say what you're gonna say. Your dad's scarred you by showing you Alien, and then your brother's scarred you by showing you Alpha Lead. I had no chance. No chance as a small little girl. I was screwed. The Bulls are the goofiest goober dogs ever, and I love them. They really are. My dad also has a boxer that is the funniest dog. I do a random survey for the fun of it. What would you say the last 4 numbers of your social security? Oh, yes, 6767. I think certain breeds, purebreds have a lot of health issues. Yep, absolutely, MC. You do got to be careful with all that. But honestly, I think like my dad would probably come or like at least like help me, because I do want to get I want to get a good dog, a good social dog, right? So, sometimes you need to get certain breeds. They're just certain ways, but we'll get closer there. So, chat, what do we decide we're gonna name my future doggo? It's gonna be a girl, by the way, so you better be nice. Yeah, what did you guys decide we're gonna name it? What was the consensus? I know, they're so sweet. I really hate people who give pit bulls such a bad rap. They're really nice dogs, actually. Voodoo cheese. Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna name my dog. Ripley, okay, fuck you. I think we decided on Yomi. I'm not naming my dog Yomi. Also, I would love to know where Yomi actually got her name from. Never asked her that. I'd say we name your new pet doggy Europa, or Lulu. I don't like Lulu. I'm not naming it Elara. That'd be weird. Valkyrie. Okay, all of your names are horrible. Yeah, you're gonna have to work harder. You got some time though, chat. You got some time, chat. Mary Poppins. Yes, like your name is Mary. Mary Poppins. That's cute. I feel like that'd be good for like a little dog. Do not let Chad decide the dog's name. But I'm literally gonna name it something after like Elden Ring or something, you know? It's gotta be that way. Since you're named after Moon from Jupiter, I thought it'd be in theme. Okay, I mean that is fair. That is fairly Mary Poppins. That's cute. Yes, I'm gonna name it Mary Poppins, guys. You know me. Definitely female. I'm definitely gonna get a female one just because got a better temperament all around. Yes, Firekeeper, absolutely. Winnie the Pooch. Call her Bale. I'm not. Oh, Bailey. Nah, I don't like. Oh, you Bailey? No, I don't like that name. Can I get a scene? Oh yes, absolutely. Of course he can. Look, look. I haven't told him this yet, but your vote counts 99%. There's only counts 1%. But don't tell them I told you that. Yeah, don't tell them I told you that. Wait, she did? What did she name it after? Darkened? The Throngler. The Throngler. I think, actually, wait. Don't we know a husky that's named Zeus? Isn't it Toomsy's dog? I beat Elden Ring. What? There's cute names from Elden Ring, though. Calypso. Name it Cinder for the laughs. I will never name my dog Cinder. What the fuck is wrong with you? What's up, admin? A Pokemon? I'm not naming it after a fucking Pokemon. Hell no. I'm not naming it a Pokemon. Yes. I can't wait to be like, oh yes, come here, Mewtwo. come here, Vaporeon. That's diabolical. Hell no, dude. Hell no. I'm going over to news. We're done with this. Everybody type news. Let's get into it, guys. Fuck that. I'll read names. Tell me the cute names. I'll do it. I'll do it later. I have to focus on news-related stuff. That's so much more important than naming the doggo, right? I mean, that's very important stuff, right, chat? Yeah. Wild stuff, guys. Now, I do want to let you know, if you haven't already, make sure that you go type !YouTube. You can actually go and check out my YouTube channel, where I've been uploading a lot more new stuff lately. So if you guys want to see it, well, definitely go check it out. So I've been uploading videos there, shorts, a lot more. So anything that we cover here, if you miss it, you can go check out over on my news YouTube. So just make sure you type !YouTube. Freya. Oh, Freya be cute. Yeah, like Dark Souls 3. Freya would actually be nice. Okay, can we do Freya? I like that the most. Plus, that's a goated boss. Freya be great. So today, chat, we have a lot of news to talk about going on outside of VTubing. So we're going to be talking content creator news, gaming news, all of that other stuff, etc., etc. Freya's a nice name. I like that. I'm not naming it Snom. Oh, wow. What's that going on the SVA Twitter? That's crazy. Oh, my God. I would totally hate to go look at these Sox agency Twitter accounts suddenly with no push to do so, with no anything pushing me to do this. Big drop incoming. Do you like SVA? Do you like gamer subs? Has it get ready to totally be able to grab the waifu SVA cup? Wow, that's so crazy. I was definitely not coerced into doing this at all and totally on my free will. That's insane, guys. Oh my God. So fucking cool. Wow. Breaking news. Now that's actually goated as fuck. Wait a second. So who's going to be on the SVA cups, Flork? Is it like all the talents? I need to know. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on, guys. I need to know. Please tell me. No, oh my God, that's amazing. Yo, let's fucking go. Also, guys, if you don't know, Moe Brew is actually about to launch as well, coming up this Saturday. So if you do like more tea-related stuff, this is a really, really cool thing you can check out as well. That's awesome, Flork. Yo, hell yeah. Yeah, that's amazing, getting a waifu cup collab with them. Between Bow's drop, Vex's drop, and now this is gonna be nuts. I know, I'm like, I can't own all these waifu cups. What the fuck? Wait, so can I get a Limbo fucking waifu cup? Hell yeah. I can't wait to see what's on his. It's gonna look fantastic. We already got the Flork cup. Now we just need the Slimbo cup. We'll be fucking set. Oh my God. I hope my Malfina cup comes in an actual witch hat as the top of the cup. That would be insane. But yeah, a lot going on here, chat, so I'll certainly go check that out. Totally not coerced into doing it. But first up, let's talk a little bit of gaming news. Don't you already have a pair of waifu cups? If you're talking about my milk cups, yes, I do have those. But as far as my waifu cup, no, I do not have a waifu cup. I would love to have one. Borg, thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs. I appreciate you. Yeah, I do not have a waifu cup. I would love one. Hey, Pip Pip, get on that. Actually, no, we have the milk cart. Never mind. Yeah, my bad. No, wait a second. Yeah, guys, we actually have the milk carton. Yeah, so that's actually better than a, than a waifu cup. Just get the elf milk plastic carton. You're good to go, guys. This is actually one of my favorite products I think we've ever come up with. And it comes in so many different colors, too. Yeah, I love that so much. So anyway, chat, let's talk about what's going on in the world of gaming, movies, all that kind of stuff, and then we'll skip up, talk about our big news. Thank you, Venom. So first up, guys, if you don't know, the Elden Ring movie has been announced. That is right, it is in production. Going to be coming out on March 3rd, 2028, guys, the live action, which is pretty crazy to think that we're actually going to be getting a Elden Ring live action movie. But on top of this, chat, there's actually filming for the movie. And of course, you can see the Dung Eater, you know, getting shit thrown at him, just like the opening sequence in the games as well. So, I mean, this looks really good. Yeah, this is kind of a, somebody found that they were shooting this. I mean, it looks great. So, guess we'll find out what's going on with this very soon, chat, but pretty cool, pretty cool. And other news as well, guys, Digital Circus, if you don't know, its last episode is going to be in movies. What's now actually going to be coming to Europe as well in movie theaters. So, of course, you can already grab tickets to that, but it will be in all of these regions. So, yeah, the very last episode of Digital Circus is, of course, a huge cinematic release coming up very, very soon. Very cool. If you don't know this as well, guys, Epic the Musical, which we watched, actually is going to be getting straight up an animated movie thanks to Jerry Bruckheimer. That is right, guys. So, we watched this all together, right? It was so cool. Well, now it's going to be a animated series. So I love that. Yeah, I love that. Or a movie, sorry, not series. I'm very excited for this. As good as the actual, you know, YouTube thing was, I'm looking forward to this quite a lot. Yeah, Elden Ring movie before GTA 6 is insane. So chat, you might remember, I talked about this a few weeks ago, but the Avatar movie, the newest one coming up, was leaked in its entirety, guys. You might remember all this going around. Well, guess what, guys? They caught the guy who leaked it. That is right. A 26-year-old man has been arrested in Singapore for allegedly leaking The Legend of Aang: The Last Airbender. Police say early investigations indicated he gained unauthorized remote access to a server, downloaded the film, and later shared parts of it online, which is absolutely nuts, dude. Crazy. The dude actually even, like, I think I saw like tweets of the guy talking about like how he was gonna do it too. Like, it was, yeah, he is going to the bottom of the fucking jail. Like, oh no, dude, do not fuck with big companies like this. If you don't get away with it, you're absolutely screwed. You're absolutely screwed. So crazy situation, chat. But he was officially arrested. Yeah, he was like tweeting about how he was gonna do it too. I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking, dude? Are you good? Of course, in gaming news, guys, we also got to talk about the new legally distinct Pokemon game, Olympus Rangers. Heavily customizable creatures battler has been announced for PC. Very, very legally distinct from Pokemon, as you can see, chat. Wow, looks so different. Wow, I've never seen this design anywhere. Oh my God, so unique. Very much not Pokemon, guys. Wow, I will definitely be purchasing the legally distinct Olympus Rangers game. Yeah, that's not Pokemon, it's Olympus Rangers. What's your problem? This is definitely a very different game with unique designs. Okay, I kind of like the 2D, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they get some good ideas going on here with, like, the arenas, but this is actually funny. Oh my God, I can challenge my friends. Yippee, I can't wait to literally use an actual fucking slug as my Pokemon. I mean, Olympus Ranger. That's a literal fucking slug. Dude, I think after some of the other games came out, people have no fear. This is crazy. This is just unapologetically copying. Wow. I will totally be wishlisting this on Steam. Bro, that's just Umbreon. What the fuck? Oh my god. So anyway, there you go, guys. Very cool. You can add Freddy Fazbear in the game. I can't wait. Yippee. Yeah, guys, this kind of flew under the radar for me. Mostly because it was going on while I was talking about other things going on. Why are they so big? You know, it's weird that you ask me why my tits are so big. But why does nobody ask you why your pee-pee is so small? You're double standard, huh? PlayStation support has confirmed that a new digital rights management policy for the console is intentional, not a glitch, guys. Unfortunately, if you did not hear about this, guys, any games that are purchased digitally after March 2026, I was born like that, I'm sorry. Oh my god. Starting with any digital games purchased after the March 2026 system update, your PS5 will require internet connection at least every 30 days to validate the license. So yes, chat, if you don't connect to the internet and buying a digital game, you will not be able to actually play that game. You have to validate the license every 30 days. This is diabolical, chat. This is literally more stripping of actually playing a game. They are taking every ability from you to actually own or play a game, and this is just the next step in that, guys. The console stays offline longer than that. The game simply will not launch until you reconnect. This change does not affect any titles starting in your library. Setting a console as your primary system also will not bypass the monthly check-in. Absolutely nuts. Let's go take a look here
That
at what they said.
isn't the correct picture. It's not every 30 days. It's just a one-time check after 30 days in order to stop and exploit people.
Gotcha. Let's take a look here what they said then. Thank you for your interest on the 30-day timer that is being applied to all new purchases. Offline functionality if the console does not connect to the internet within 30 days, the license expires, and again, may refuse to launch until a connection is restored. Primary console restriction, setting your console's primary does not bypass this 30-day requirement. Okay, so there we go. So they do go on to explain, hey, you got to check it in once in 30 days. Thank you for the clarification, chat. 30 days a valid period, and it's not assigned an account restriction or anything like that. So, I mean, of course, it's an AI chat bot, but it is at least their official bot that is clarifying, right? So that's actually, though, again, insane that you have to sign in online after you've already purchased something anyway, right? Yeah, it's definitely bad vibes. I was exploit with the refund period, which is like 15 days or so. There was an exploit people found where they can refund a game immediately after purchase while keeping the game. This is amazing countermeasure to that. So, absolutely, it feels a lot like we have this thing going on with to validate licensing, right? It continues to push in this way that you don't actually ever get to own a game, right? All it is just, oh yeah, you get to license the game temporarily until we find some reason that you can't anymore. Gotcha. The way it's ordered means only one check is needed. Right. I understand why people think it needed a constant connection. I mean, even still, right? If you purchase a digital game, I guess I understand with like this exploit, right? That they don't want to lose money, but also for some people, like, I'm sure it's a very small number, they can't actually like reconnect all the time, right? So that's gotta be pretty frustrating. I mean, yes, I know internet access is pretty much anywhere. This is probably like not much of a big issue, but the vibes on this are kind of bad. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's just pushing more for like physical media is just more important now than ever at this point. Did they make fun of Microsoft for doing something like this? Now they're doing it. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. In other news as well, guys, we have a new Star Fox game on the horizon, guys. It's okay to up the price of the PS Pro. $900. Insane. That's right, guys. We have a new Star Fox game coming out June 25th for the Switch 2. Let's take a look. I've actually not seen this at all. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the way to go. Just don't purchase any digital stuff. Also, the only thing I've seen is like they look weird. Why the fuck did they just not use the Super Mario Galaxy design?
Atmospheric entry complete. Extend the wings.
Yeah, like what? Why didn't you just use the design from Mario Galaxy? He looks so good. I mean, I'm sure the game has been in development maybe longer than the movie, or they didn't collaborate, but man, I don't know. This doesn't look as good. He massacred Falco. Okay, let me see. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Oh, didn't it like fuck up his beak or something like that?
G-diffuser systems check. Sound off, team.
I mean, they did it with Sonic,
Slippy
like a
here.
realistic
So
look,
far, so
and it looked
good.
fine.
This is Peppy. All systems go.
Yeah, with
Falco
Sonic.
here. G-diffuser.
Oh god, he looks so weird. I'm thinking of like Super Smash Bros. Falco. He looks fucking odd, dude. Like, I don't like this.
Good God! It's hideous. But beautiful,
Beautiful and ugly, me.
But mostly
I-
hideous.
Yeah, me don't like
Seems
that.
fine. Let's
Me
go
don't
on.
like that. Why did they
Enemy
fuck with
targets
his
up
beak
ahead.
so much?
Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, his beak was fine. Why did they mess with it? Very weird. I mean, at least it's like kind
What
of
you're
a more
seeing
like
is
classic
footage
Star
of the
Fox.
game in action. While stage layouts have been kept the same, the visuals have received a major upgrade.
I mean, that's kind of all that needs to happen with Star Fox, right? Just make the visuals better, kind of keep the same gameplay. Yeah, it seems like kind of like older style gameplay, but you can kind of add to it with certain stuff. I think you can do some really cool things with that. So there is a new Star Fox team. Of course, chat, you can now be a Star Fox VTuber. That's right, because you have the AR filters and character avatars that you can use with the Switch 2. So yes, you too can VTube as Fox McCloud. Bro, I gotta try this. Yeah, can we do a stream where we're just Star Fox?
But
Like,
mostly hideous.
oh my god, this is actually hilarious. Holy. Speaking of Switch 2, unfortunately, guys, the price of Switch 2 is going up. That is right, starting September 1st. They're gonna be increasing it mostly by around $50. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. So I would definitely say if you want one, buy one now because, yeah, you're going to be losing out on your chance for the lower prices. I'm sure this has a lot to do with the current economy. Definitely sucks, though. I'm sure Nintendo won't see you into the ground for that, right, Diddy? Of course, in other news, guys, Overwatch and Fortnite have a brand new collab.
It's okay. I got
Take a
you,
look,
buddy.
guys.
Stay with me, Sticks.
This is kind of a crazy, like, tie-in. I never expected that.
Heroes never die.
The cavalry's here! Nerf this!
I mean, that's kind of cool. I won't lie. It's cool to see two big games come together like that. So, yeah, I saw the pictures. I was going to say, like, they definitely did not nerf their asses, though. Like, oh my god, Fortnite was like, yeah. So whatever it was in, Overwatch, like literally, like times 10 their ass. Like, just put it all back that junk in their trunk. Like, bro, holy. Yeah, I've seen the pictures. Hold on, but then I smelled a beauty here, and I was right. Oh, you're sweet. What's up, Lil? How you doing, sweetheart? Yobi, thank you for the 39 months. Hi, Elara. 39 elf years already? That's crazy, dude. Thanks for being here. What's up? Now, guys, if I have any Kingdom Hearts fans in here, type 1. Type 1 if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan. Well, guys, I don't want to get your hopes up too much here, but I think the time has come. I cannot believe, chat, that I get to give you a reputable news about Kingdom Hearts 4, but my moment has come. I can't believe that I get to report on this, chat. But take a look here. Take a look here, guys. Cody says, never in my life have I coped to see video game news because of a loading screen font. Well, guys, if you take a look here at the Tokyo Game Show, they tweeted out on May 11th, this right here, this loading screen. Now, guys, if you know anything about Kingdom Hearts, this is a very well-known font and loading screen bar that has been used in the past in Kingdom Hearts. So I think at the Tokyo Game Show, it's funny, I actually made a joke about them showing stuff there. It looks like we are going to be getting some news about Kingdom Hearts 4 coming up at the Tokyo Game Show. So I am so excited, guys. I'm so excited. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But like, I just don't want to cope. I don't want to cope, but I think that something's gonna happen. Yeah, maybe an official trailer. I just don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, let you something here. I'm like, please, please. I'm trying not to have copium. I'm trying not to have copium, but I'm like, God, please, 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 please. I will lose my actual mind. So, again, this is all going down, guys. Thursday, September 17th, to Monday, September 21st. So, that is later this year. Bro, that would take me a week. That'd be longer than the fucking Cinder document to explain Kingdom Hearts lore. I'm not doing that. In other news, guys, Doom has made it into Congress, or at least the U.S. Library of Congress. That's right. The original Doom soundtrack joins the national playlist in the U.S. Library of Congress. That's crazy. That's right. Doom is now immortalized in Congress, baby. Hell yeah. Big W. Another news, guys. Subnautica just came out. Subnautica 2, I'm sorry. And it has already sold over 1 million copies and reached 460,000 players on Steam. Crazy. I know we had a lot of drama with the game, but it does turn out that the game is very good. It's got good ratings. A lot of people talking about it. So very cool to see. Very, very cool to see. Looks like the game has been doing very, very well. Yeah, I know with all that drama, that was pretty bad, right? But luckily, everything's looking super duper good. So I want to bring up this PDF for you really quick. This is actually a PDF from Kadokawa. Don't know Kadokawa. They're kind of the umbrella that's over companies like FromSoft, kind of the bigger conglomerate around it, right? Well, we did get a little bit of news during the earnings results from Kadokawa about some upcoming games. And guys, you're going to want to know about this. Sadly, it's not really any big news or anything, but we did get some Q&A at the Kadokawa earnings about Elden Ring Tarnished Edition and, of course, Dust Bloods. And in both of them, they say, well, we've yet to announce a specific release date. And, of course, Dust Bloods, they don't have a specific release date as well. But they are both locked in for 2026 at least. So we know we're going to see both of those coming up in 2026. So we will definitely at least take that. It's a very small win, but at least we'll have to wait another fucking year or something like that. So that is the upcoming news about the FromSoft titles. So that's all I got for you right now, though. Not a whole lot to go on, but hey, at least it's something, right? At least it's something. So guys, let's skip up here and talk about some content creator news. And oh my God, there's a lot to talk about. I have a lot to catch up on that I didn't get to discuss with you over the weeks. But guys, turns out that this person here ended up pulling on a pipe at the George Mason parking garage, flooding the entirety of it. Let's go take a look at what happened. Pretty crazy story, I'm not gonna lie. Flooding a whole ass fucking area like that is insane.
Nice save. That guy looks like
oh yeah, commercials, my favorite. I love it here so much. Anyway, I'll read this while this goes on, right? Of course, investigation involving a burst water pipe at George Mason University campus has closed after the person responsible came forward. Police said the incident happened just after midnight on March 23rd inside a parking garage at the University of Mason Square, where a water pipe was damaged and caused flooding. Like, why are you gonna pull on this, bro? What is the point of this exactly? What did you stand to gain by just like, oh, let me do some hops and pulling on a fucking water pipe? Yeah, I guess the Darwin Award. Oh, sorry, I skipped it. Here we go. This person just jumps up. Why would you do that? Like, why would you do that, dude? Crazy. I mean, they turned themselves in, so at least they did the right thing. But like, well, what are you doing, bro? Like, what? Why? I don't understand people sometimes. That's a weird one. Oh, like people being stupid. Yeah, our favorite thing to talk about on the news. Another news though. We're gonna go take a look here at Dylan Tate, a streamer, who decided to let his chat use crowd control while playing, I guess, the back rooms here. But apparently they crashed his PC doing this. I don't know if it's a skit or not, but it's really funny. So take a look.
Exclamation point queso in the chat. Oh, okay, wait. What if we get everybody to spam queso at the same time? 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you guys hear me? My PC.
I hope this is a bit because that's funny as fuck, actually. Like, oh my god. My PC, no. Queso, why? Oh, you know what else is crazy? Speaking of queso, guys. I don't know if you saw this the other day, but I don't know why the fuck, but queso follows me. I'm like, the goat follows me? That's actually insane, dude. Like, I don't know why the fuck I earned his follow, but I will totally take it. Yeah, I literally had no idea until somebody pointed out. I'm like, we take those, chat. We take those. I know the news as well, guys. Let's go take a look at what's been going on with Asmongold. I got some funny things to talk about, some gross things to talk about him, and of course some hot water that he's got himself in here recently. So first up, guys, Asmongold recently, well, not recently, but it's been a while, but Asmongold actually went to the dentist finally, and let's just say his experience was really, really gross.
The work that I had done on my teeth, I'll just tell you, it was $7,000. I spent $7,000 to get my teeth fixed.
Damn, dude.
And
that's a lot of dentist
work. And I'll have to spend more too. Show us your teeth. Well, see, there we go. So yeah, and this one, like these two here, were like black or something, and or one of them was black. I was worried that, so I can tell a gross story. I'll tell a gross. Give me 1 second. I'll do that.
They were black. Oh my god, yucky.
So for the past 3 months, the teeth that I had were rotten, and every time I would bite down, I would taste a little bit of the rot. And this had been going on for 3 months. And
oh god,
that's right. Yep, that's right.
A reminder: brush your teeth, please. God, brush your teeth.
I know. And so tasty, it really wasn't.
Oh,
so
God.
last night was the first
night
we're gonna get
that
I
don't worry.
and I had Chipotle again.
Am I surprised though? No.
And I was like, damn, this tastes way better. It's even better than I thought it was. I'm gonna get fat now, right? I got all this time to eat food. And so anyway, it was a reason all along. Yeah, and so I have been basically, it had been rotten out. Now, it didn't affect, like, I mean, the thing is that...
Yeah, I mean, I guess it didn't affect anybody, but holy shit.
Said, well, are you feeling okay? Is everything, like, because there should be something wrong with you. And I said, yeah, there is, but not the thing that you think.
Bro, that is absolutely disgusting. What is wrong with you? Of course, also, Asmon did get a letter from the IRS, chat, where apparently he owes over $400,000. Now, I did do some more research into this. There is no follow-up on this, but currently, he did get certified mail from the IRS that says that he owes over $400,000. Let's take a look. I mean, yeah, at least he knows there's something wrong with him.
Do you guys mind if you give me a couple of minutes here? I had to get certified mail from the IRS, and it says I owe them $397,000.
What the fuck did you do to owe that much money to the IRS?
Dollars. So do you mind if I just take a photo of this and send it to my accountant real quick? I've got to deal with this. Not a good day to be me. Give me a second. It's a little bit late. Yeah, it says intent to seize your property. So, which, I mean, honestly, I think that would be convenient for me. Then that would just work itself out.
Like how do you fuck up that much money missing? Like, I mean, I guess he's probably got the money to pay it off, of course, but like, holy fuck.
I had to pay this year. They
that
said
is a lot of money, chat.
It's gonna get worked out. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, his tax person probably sucks. Or he didn't pay
That
his
was not
taxes
even
or something like
attempted.
that. I'm sure he has like an accountant that does all that for him though.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, did he actually? He said you have to
How
spend $2
about
million
that?
per year.
I mean, to be fair, it was including a quarterly, right? I think it was.
I guess you could do that like charity or stuff like that, right?
Look, guys, we've got to listen. We've got
gotcha.
to do a chair. I've got to get some fucking write-offs, okay? Like, I didn't know that. We got to get like, I gotta be like signing this house up to like a write-off or something like that.
I'm thinking if we can
Oh
ask
my
this low-key high-key
fucking
pretty rich.
God.
Oh yeah, no, he's like Charlie, right? Like he has like so much money, he just like never spends it. Like he doesn't care about that like material stuff. Insane, guys, insane. So I know we talked about the funny ha-has with Asmund, but guys, now we're gonna talk about something very serious. Where Asmund has made a comment that has got himself in extremely hot water. So let's go take a look here. Polymarket says new analysis reveals female-dominated corporate roles are more vulnerable to AI automation than male roles. I don't know if they're talking about like maybe like secretary-related stuff, etc. But there's not really a lot of specifics here. But let's take a look at what Asmongold had to respond. And guys, this is just, what the fuck is this response? Too many fake jobs are invented to create artificial parity between men and women in the workforce. AI fixes this problem. Hopefully after this is over, women can go back to doing what they do best, being a mother or being a prostitute. You know, like women haven't offered anything awesome to the general workforce at all, right? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? What the fuck happened to Asmund? Legitimately, what happened to this guy? Like, these takes like this are disgusting. These kind of takes not only basically just are systematically breaking down what women are able to stand for by implying that they're only good for being a mother or being a prostitute, but you're also demoralizing people as a whole and taking away from amazing things that women have done within the workspace as a whole, or corporate roles, or just in general. Like, saying that we're only valuable because we fulfill these two roles is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Let's go take a look here at some of the responses. Big streamer talking about fake jobs. I mean, like, that's a great point too, right? Like, you're a streamer, right? You are in the entertainment, you're in the arts. You are literally in the arts for what you do. Your job is completely and utterly like not needed and replaceable 100%. So like, why are you as a streamer like trying to like, I don't know, like tote stuff about fake jobs? That's insane. Somebody just saying like you're a piece of shit. What does Imran think about your belief that women should be a mother or prostitute? Yeah, I would love to hear that. Would love to hear that. I mean, again, saying that women only fulfill two roles is so not only demoralizing, but trying to break women down into nothingness, right? That's disgusting. They're very, very smart, strong, powerful women that are doing amazing things across the workforce, whether it be in America or wherever in the world, right? Yes, we understand that AI is here to stay and it will replace jobs. And maybe it is female predominantly losing more jobs, right? But to come out of the left field with this statement right here is disgusting. It's disgusting, right? Bro, this is so wrong, I think. They're talking about, okay, so this is a useless statement. I totally disagree. Women have so many important roles in the workforce. Prostitution is below rage bait. I agree. Is this supposed to rage bait? If it isn't, I'm not surprised. I mean, like, I don't know, to be honest. I hope to God it is, because this is a ridiculous take. Absolutely ridiculous take. This has definitely placed him in a lot of hot water. People have been really going off about this. And of course, he did decide to address it as well. But what has been said, maybe the most sexist and misogynistic thing I've heard in a long fucking time. Exactly. I mean, saying that these are the only roles as a woman is insane. It's insane. So let's go take a look here at, he did actually follow up to this. So let's go hear what his response to was about all this, right? So I'm very interested to see how he tries to defend this. or if he tries to deflect. So let's take a look.
Rising up, I knew mom. Losing women's rights. Gonna bring back the mom. They like to. These people always like to get super personal about this all the time, and you can get personal about it all you want. I mean, it's just you get as personal as you want to get as mad as you want to get.
So basically, in this statement here, this person was saying something about his mom, right? And he said, "Oh, would they like to get personal with it?" I mean, can you really fucking blame him when you make statements like this? I mean, this is a very broad, generic, misogynistic sentence. So yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not saying it's right necessarily, but I'm saying that, can you blame people for that? Like, you should be 100% understanding that if you poke the hornet's nest, you're gonna get stung.
But at the end of the day, I mean, there's a reason why you're insulting me and not what I said. It's because you know I'm right. Yeah, it's wild they bring up your mom over and over. I think the reason why they bring up my mom is that they think that like, it would upset them if, like, somebody said that. Oh, it's always projection. Wait, what? What is that? Who's this person? Trans kid of a single mother here. Transitioning is one of the great things I have in my life that's improved my mental health. My depression has been entirely caused by the
Yeah, so I've already foreseen the deflection that's going to come from this. Yeah, I think I know exactly where this is going to go now.
World and trans kid of a single... Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
I mean, let's hear it out. Let's hear it out. Maybe not.
Unresolved personal trauma. Many such cases, aren't there? Jesus Christ. Like, it really, like, I think it does really make the trans community look bad when, like, the most vitriolic and vicious attacks that they try to be as personally hurtful as they can be are all coming from trans people.
That's just straight up a blanket statement, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that when people attack the person in the argument, that's wrong, right? 100%. But now it just feels like we're deflecting. It feels like we're just deflecting on this now. Look, dude, Asmon, you straight up said that women, she need to go back to what they do best. Being a mother or being a prostitute. If your view of women is only this, that's sad. That's really fucking sad, dude. To think that women are not able to achieve wonderful, amazing things in our world besides stuff like this. I mean, actually a crazy take. But now, I mean, this person that you're saying, oh, well, they're trans, they have unresolved trauma, etc., whatever, like, dude, well, number one, you don't know this person, but number two, you can't deflect it onto trans people, right? But let's talk about this right here. This is the problem.
Like, there's a lot of people that said I was an asshole, but, like, it's like this very subset, very small subset of these, like, super hyper-vicious trans people that will try to be as insulting and aggro and aggressive as possible.
Can I be honest? Can I be honest, guys? I don't care who it is, whether you're trans, non-binary, whatever, right? I literally don't care. People are assholes, period, right? People say horrible things regardless. I am, in my personal experience, guys, the random Twitter people that just spout, you know, negative, vile shit all the time are just random people to me, right? All kinds of people are hateful, whether it's you're trans, non-binary, or not, right? It doesn't matter. There's just hateful people out there. So I feel like focusing only on trans people makes no sense in this argument, right?
And you guys can do it all you want. I mean, like, from my, like, the thing is that whenever I had made that post that I think it was, like, some other person responded to, I don't even know where it is now. But, yeah, I think
there's lots of other people attacking your posts that are probably not trans as well.
But the other person that was, like, saying that, like, oh, is this it? No, it's not. That, like, oh, why'd I cut it out? It wasn't about the fact that they were being mean. It was about the fact that they were playing for sympathy while they were being mean. Like, I think that it's fine for you to be an asshole, but it's also fine for you to play for sympathy, but you can't be an asshole and then also play for sympathy at the same time. Like, that's the problem, is that these people want to be treated like with kid gloves.
I feel like now we're just venturing on a completely separate topic. You know what I mean? Like, this doesn't at its core address the problem here. Maybe that wasn't the intention of this particular part. Maybe he just doesn't want to address this as a whole, but this fundamentally is just wrong. This is, no, we haven't got to it yet. This right here is wrong. This is a disgusting way to view people. It's extremely misogynistic. It's horrible, right? It's horrible. But I feel like now we're talking about other stuff, right? I mean, I guess he did say, well, it's okay to be an asshole, so I guess he did technically, but it feels like now we're deflecting about people talking about like, oh, well, you can get sympathy or be an asshole, but you can't have both, right? It's, I don't know. And we're talking about trans people, it just feels like we're not getting into the meat about why he's defending what he said, you know?
But then the moment that you don't do what they want, they immediately turn into the most hostile, vicious, aggressive, and psychotic person that you can imagine.
Which I will say, if you say something, right, Chad, I've had this happen to me too. I'm not saying it's right for people to get psychotic and go crazy on you, etc. I'm not saying that, right? But what I am saying is that when you read something like this and you look at that, you go, yeah, that's actually really fucked up. You know what I mean? You don't have to get crazy on him. You can block and move on. I give him at one point, yes, many fake jobs kind of been in the last 2 decades. Not even in my last company, I had people working there, not even HR knew that these people's jobs are where they hired. Sure, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely deception. I mean, like, you know, this part right here, I will say, like, I'm not educated enough to be honest about maybe this is true. Maybe this is actually true. I don't know. But this statement to me right here is what I'm focused on and how this is just entirely morally corrupt.
And I think this is the reason why a lot of these groups are going on the FBI list too. I feel like the way that they've reacted to this stuff is, and me, it's just, I think it's a microcosm. The way that these people react to any type of friction, I think it really proves that the FBI made the right call. I think that they need to go after a lot more of these people. Psychotic? Yeah, they're psychotic.
No, but do you have that?
They don't want to be contradicted. Yeah, the moment
link?
that somebody tries to contradict them or like not see things from their perspective, they just...
I mean, guys, look, trust me, I get it, especially where people are volatile against any type of friction, right? We see this in the VTubing world all the time, right? But also, you have to understand that when you create friction like this, those people are gonna come out of the woodworks, right? So, like, I think the thing here is, like, look, you gotta understand that there's people out there that are that way, right? And I'm not saying to avoid conflict, but I think that there's also, like, you gotta understand that you have freedom of speech, but not freedom of those consequences, right? People are just gonna come out and show up and be crazy. Unfortunately, it happens. I'm not saying it's right, but it does happen. So, hey, what's up, Raj? How are you? Somebody said that, considering he said tons of other shit and put him on a list. I don't know why any sane person ever listens to an opinion. I mean, I agree with you, right? I feel like, I said this earlier, but I'll say it one more time. What the fuck happened to Asmongold, dude? Like, I feel like a long time ago, we were talking about video games and really fun stuff and Dark Souls. And then now we're at this point where he's saying things like this. I mean, dude, what happened, dude? What the fuck happened to change your viewpoint so much to go down this very misogynistic and sexist route? I guess he just did it better. I don't know. Maybe people should be calmer, but having people respond calmly to inflammatory statements isn't right. Sure. If we're gonna be pissed off when somebody like Asman says people losing their job is a good thing, the force women to housewives and prostitutes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Barash, he said this right here, so we're talking about that. A couple years ago, we seemed like chill. Right, exactly. Very wild comment, and this has put him in a lot of hot water. A lot of people are, going after him for it, and it's not gonna affect him. I mean, he's gonna keep doing what he's gonna do, but I do like to talk about stuff like this because I think it's interesting to see how such a big creator can say things like this and it's just accepted. It's just like, okay, that's fine. Like, it's not fine. Why are bigger creators getting away with saying this kind of stuff? And then it trickles down to the viewers. It trickles down to people who look at this and start to believe that stuff like this is acceptable or it's true. Like, I don't know. He's a very powerful influence, and to say stuff like this is very morally corrupt. I think that there's just harassment laid with his beliefs, but who knows? Yeah. But then sometimes I hear him and I'm like, man, I've heard some stuff Aspen said, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's a great take. But it's just like, I don't know. It's like a fucking like toothpick, you know, in a pile of needles. It's so difficult to get like an actual like, I don't know, like morally, like a non-morally corrupt statement from him. I remember there would be moments his father would have a talk with him to bring him back on path. Yeah, but his dad is gone. I mean, like, I don't want to bring his parents into it. That's not really like my prerogative or anything talking about this, but I think that if I ran a poll and asked you, is this fucked up? Would you all say yes? Chat, is this statement fucked up? Yes or no? I don't think anybody here is going to say, oh, it's not fucked up, but, you know, I'll still ask you, right? Because people keep trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? But, like, there's no benefit of the doubt to this anymore. Trust me, I'm literally like the world leader of benefit of the doubt because I straight up always try to look at all the sides and give people the best possible outcomes. I live with the glass half full. That is always my thought process about everything, right? But I just don't know. Like, even as yeah, exactly, Mishi. Yo, what's up, Konami Happy? Thank you for the raid, Kitty. What's up? We're talking about Aspen Gold. I feel like that. Even as an Aspen supporter, Aspen viewer, right? Do you really view women this way? That they're only good for being a mother or a prostitute? Is that really your worldview? Is that really your view of other women? If so, that's a sad, sad way to live, guys. That's a sad way to think about other people and a fundamental misunderstanding of the opposite sex. Yeah, wild statement, guys. I'm going to talk about it. You know, again, I'm sure it won't be the last time I talk about Aspen. And I know that Aspen sometimes does this just to start conversation. He's very smart, knows what he's doing, but yeah, this one is just indefensible. Gotcha, Doxer. Again, I don't really know the whole thing with his dad, so I'm not going to speak on it, but thank you for your insight. Yeah, crazy stuff, guys. Like, even as like other VTubers, I see other VTubers that are like big like Aspen fans. Like, how could you look at this and be like, oh yeah, that's cool? Like, I just fundamentally don't understand. I have a lot of empathy, but I cannot empathize with that. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Crazy. In other news, let's talk about what's going on here with Ticketmaster. You know, that really horrible monopoly. Well, guess what, guys? Justice has been served. That is right, guys. A jury has found that Ticketmaster and Live Nation held an illegal monopoly over ticketing and concert venues. Can we just get some fucking claps? Finally! Yes! Thank fucking Christ, dude. Looks like we're gonna see a little bit of change here in the future. This is where it starts. And this happened in Manhattan, guys, under a federal judge. So let's fucking go. Finally, maybe we can get some decently fucking priced tickets. So, hey guys, I did miss out on the whole chronicles of what's been going on with how do you say this right? Clavicular. I'm gonna say clavy. Clavicular. I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly, but anyway, Clavy here has been going on a very hard downward spiral, guys. And unfortunately, he's been going on getting banned from all kinds of other places. As you guys remember, he was shooting an alligator. He got like arrested for that. Clavicular. Oh, clavicular. Clavicular. Is that it? Clavicular? Clavicular. What does it even mean? Clavicular. Is that like a word? Clavicular. That's a big word for me. I'm sorry, guys. Clavicular. Okay. Clavicular. Gotcha. So anyway, guys, unfortunately, Clavicular actually overdosed, or allegedly overdosed, while live on stream, guys. This has caused kind of a very large downward spiral, but let's go take a look at what happened, guys. Very crazy situation. Yeah, I mean, he is alive. He is alive.
How do you feel?
I mean, this downward spiral starts here, chap, but it gets so much worse. I mean, he gets charged with stuff. He's being sued for battery. I mean, it's really sad to see this like just downward spiral of somebody that could have been a really like, I don't know, like well-known, renowned creator and just threw it all away, guys.
Is there a trash can around here?
Clavicular. What does clavicular mean?
Sorry. I'm trying my best to lock in, but I'm a little destroyed right now.
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil.
I'm Brazil. I'm speaking English also, but what?
Oh, the collarbone. You're clavicular.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Holy shit, dude,
gotcha.
I'm trying my best, but fucking destroyed right now.
I'm learning new things every day,
Take care.
chat. Let's go.
Holy fuck. Oh my god.
You're Brazilian, bro. That was all you.
Yeah,
bro. That was
dude.
all you Brazilian.
Move.
That was 10 out of 10. Stacy, Brazilian.
Brazil mentioned.
She get her number.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely like
Probably.
shredded.
Holy fuck. What's up, man? How are you?
Yeah, what the fuck does that have to do with him, by the way?
Holy fuck. What's it say? 100%. Gets no pussy.
This happened back on the April 14th, so it's been about a month. Yeah, that's how late I am too, by the way. I'm a month late to this shit.
Nice to meet you. How are you, man?
What the
What's up,
fuck
brother?
is that shirt, dude?
Oh my god.
Why are you wearing that in public?
Yeah.
What is wrong with people, chat?
Can you take it?
Did I take it?
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that sound
Sorry, I
blaster.
can't
We're
even-
gonna get to that soon,
I'm
don't worry.
absolutely gone. Holy fuck.
Oh shit. Thank
Holy
you.
shit. Take care. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm having a great time right now. Oh my god. Holy shit. Let me
Okay, it just goes back. So that was kind of like the before stuff. So anyway, guys, as you can tell, not looking too good for him with all of this. So yeah, absolutely. So well, guys, unfortunately, he did pass out on stream. You know, he had to be taken to the hospital. He goes on to say, just got home. That was brutal. All the substances are just a cope, trying to feel neurotypical while being in public. But obviously, this isn't a real solution. Worst part tonight was my face descending from the life support mask. So, of course, here's a picture of him the day after he got back. Well, this continued to get worse and worse, of course. He actually ended up opening up his own club where streamers can also stream, of course, after overdosing. So, literally, the day after he overdosed, he opened up his own club, which is crazy. However, chat, like I told you, things took a really dark turn because he's actually being sued for battery and fraud by a teen influencer going in Miami. That is right. So unfortunately, things are looking really bad for him. The suit claims that, of course, a person suing that in 2025, when she was 16, Mendoza was paid $1,000 by clavicular. Wait, I already forgot the name. We'll say Peter, since that's his real name. Clavicular. Mendoza was paid $1,000 by clavicular. Sorry, Mendoza was paid $1,000 by clavicular. The film videos and was told by Peter said he wanted her to be the female face for Looks Maxine. Peter's assisted her with creating videos and writing scripts, posted videos for him in the lawsuit claims. One point when Mendoza was in Massachusetts, Peter paid for him. I'm sorry, bro. I'm so bad with names. Peter paid for an Uber to bring her to Cape Cod to his parents' home where excessive amounts of alcohol were being served, the lawsuit says. So again, interacting with, you know, a minor wrongfully, obviously getting sued for battery, etc. I mean, this is some pretty heavy claims, chat. Well, it does look like it continues to get even worse. So let's go take a look here what's going on with, of course, Legal Mindset. And he was actually officially criminally charged in Miami over him shooting that alligator. If you guys remember, I covered that when that happened. But yeah, he's actually, you know, formally been charged for this.
Clavicular has been charged in Miami-Dade County, bringing him to 2 separate criminal cases, which could land him behind bars. We're going to talk about this today on the Legal Mindset. We teach
he
you to
literally
be your own
shot
judge.
a dead
I'm Andrew
alligator
Esquire.
in Florida waters with a gun, which is like, You know anything about Florida law? That's super duper illegal. Like, you do not fuck with the wildlife. Huge, huge, huge. No.
Florida attorney, and this is a Fast Facts video, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. So, you guys who have been following the channel know that I've been following Clavicular
I've say it like 30 times,
and saying, hey, streaming all of these things is going to lead to you being the star witness in your own case, and more
That's kind
and
of what
more
happened,
charges
right?
piling.
I mean, looking at how much of this stuff is filmed,
So we have
he's
that
kind of fucking
here
himself
again today.
over.
For those who don't know, our defendant, Braden Peters, aka Clavicular, he's been all over the place for looks maxing content and getting lots of clips out there that are being tossed out all over the internet, all over everywhere, certainly all over Kick.
Well, it's exactly how it sounds. I mean, you're just creating microfractures in specific areas of your face. So you're intentionally creating these traumas, typically on your
There's no way that's real, right, chat?
bones, your
There's no way that's real, right?
wherever, in order to grow your bones.
And
We have alligators
I've seen
there,
you
but
say
anyway,
you
it's
take
someone's dog.
meth. Do you do
Everybody
that
even thinks
for
this
your
shit together.
appearance?
Yeah.
Not anymore. But
That's so horrible. I'm so sorry, Mishi, but it's very true. It's very true. You cannot touch the gators.
I have previously, yeah.
Why would you do that?
Stimulants suppress your appetite, and that is a stimulant with a very long half-life, meaning the suppression of your appetite lasts the entire day.
And has gotten a lot of popularity.
Bro, all of this stuff is extremely questionable, by the way. Don't believe that stuff without actually asking a medical professional that.
Very quickly, let's say. But now let's turn to the background. The background here is we've got Clavicular facing a
Microfractures in your face. Guys, please do not create microfractures in your face.
Legal trouble. So he's got these two criminal cases. He's got one in Osceola County for battery and conspiracy to commit battery. And he's also got a massive civil trial with his ex over SA battery fraud in Miami-Dade County. Now, after an investigation in
that's not like a
Miami-Dade
recommended
County,
thing, right?
he's had more criminal charges piled on. And that's
Yeah,
after
get
his
plastic surgery by
Everglades
professionals.
adventures.
Shout out, make sure.
Yes, literally. Maxing is just doing literally unlicensed procedures on yourself. Why? This is so dumb. Yes, SA.
Yeah, I think it's dead.
So as you guys can see, there were some investigation after that. A lot of questions were raised. I did a video on it pointing out potential violations, and indeed they did bring one here. So they got here, and this is in the county court for Miami-Dade County, my home county, where they charged Clavicular, that's Braden Eric Peters, and two of his homies, Andrew
what's the point?
and Yabidal.
Just unloading a firearm,
with unlawful discharge of a firearm
so
in public. That's under statute 790-15. Now they also play 775.087. That's kind of the 1020 life statute.
That's cool
We're
to
going to
know,
ignore that one. A lot of times they place that one on there just as a
right,
matter of
exactly.
course,
That's what I'm saying,
it's kind
girly.
of a template.
Also,
but
what's
really
up? How are
under
you?
790 is we're going to look here, and that's where this punishment is going to come down. So what is the new charge? Well, the new charge is unlawful discharge of a firearm. That's under section 790-15.
Yeah, they were going to get him with the wildlife stuff. They were definitely going to get him with that.
To knowingly discharge a firearm in any public place, right away, road or street, also over an occupied residence. There's also other exceptions there. So that's the one he's going to be hit
I'm sure
with
they
there.
are, Krill.
And
I
once
don't
again,
know,
these are the type of things that if he wasn't recording, if he was just out there in the Everglades, just kind of shooting around and doing stuff all alone with no cameras, he probably would never have been charged. This would never have been brought against him.
But the fact that he streams everything, he's his own worst enemy.
But when you are streaming these things, police, investigators,
Florida,
and particularly
in the
people that
Everglades
don't
somewhere,
like you
I
are going to
assume.
look for these reasons to charge you and ways to charge you. And these things are going to come up when enough people complain. Now, a lot of people thought it was going to be for shooting the alligator. We covered that law. If it's a dead alligator, there's probably no charge there under Florida law. But they look at other ways to charge, and they say, okay, look, this behavior is reckless. We're going to probably throw in
they're going to get you with something.
What does that actually mean? Well, the base charge, the typical charge, is a first-degree misdemeanor, which is up to a year in jail or a $1,000 fine. Obviously, he could have probation, he could have court fees. But that charge in and of itself is not the real damage for clavicular. Because as you may know, he's also facing a little bit of trouble for another incident. And you can see clavicular here with his, I guess, new girlfriend and former girlfriend. I mean, there's a girl fight here. The girl's tumbling around. She's definitely beating on her. And then you've got clavicular kind of inserting himself in this, getting involved. That can be conspiracy to instigate battery, essentially. Clavicular was brought in on these charges. These are actually what he was arrested for and he was brought in for. So as you see, there with the existing charges pending related to Osceola County,
like, don't even try to stop it. Just keep filming it. Like,
battery,
what are you doing?
Conspiracy charges in Osceola County. He's out on pretrial release, so he's released.
Yeah, the fact that he filmed it is what makes him even dumber.
Pending, trial. He's posted bond. He's out on release. And now this gives the judge perfect opportunity to come in because the standard under Florida law is very, very clear. When you're out on bond, you have to obey all laws and not commit new crimes. That's a key there. Do not commit new crimes.
Oh, darn. I forgot about that rule. My bad.
I literally, if I one time, even on a desktop stream, the cops will be arresting me probably within 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Okay, so
I saw that, Smelly. Yeah, I saw that.
Really.
And that's very difficult if you're streaming 24/7 and doing things that are, well, pushing the edge.
I saw that.
So this new charge is a very clear violation of the pre-trial release.
You just put down the camera, bro. You're literally filming your crimes.
Let's turn to what I think is going to happen in my judgment. So in my judgment, the judge in the Osceola battery case could revoke his bond. And it's very possible if he wants to hold Clav in custody. But it's also possible if Clav wants to argue
we don't know,
that he's
we don't
not
know.
a big risk, that he's going to come back.
I think we're only talking
blah,
about
blah, etc. Well, yes, they can also
I said it, let's
electronic
go.
monitoring. They can slap an ankle monitor on him. They can
only
increase
talking
the
about him right now.
bond. They can have more restrictions. They can ban him from using firearms. There's a lot of things they could come out there and do and throw in there as he's pending, as he's looking for trial, and as he's waiting on these other charges. And beyond that, if he's convicted on these charges in Miami, that will reflect very badly on the battery and conspiracy to commit battery case in Osceola County, and his punishment could be even severe there, whereas it might have been a relatively minor punishment or a plea deal previously. If he's convicted here, prosecutors can look at that and say, hey, you've got a criminal charge, Clav, we're going to have to take that into consideration.
And that's gonna hurt a lot right there. But yeah, Evan, to basically wrap it up, ODs on stream, assaults are a part of battery on stream. Accused of sexual assault, opens up a club, unloads a clip on a dead gator, tapes a fight. I mean, there's so many things that this guy has done that are just so wrong. And it sucks because, yes, he's kind of had some questionable stuff that he's done before, but he could have ended up being, maybe actually a decent content creator. Well, of course, he is banned over on YouTube. All of his channels were immediately terminated in light of all of the news that had come forward. So, what are your thoughts about this guy, chat? Yeah, what do you feel about this guy? I just think it's sad. I think it's really sad that you had something so amazing going on and you fumbled all of it, bro. You literally fumbled every single bit of it. Wild. Absolutely wild, guys. I don't even know what to tell you on that one. Yeah, stupid. It's a stupid, sad, and dumb. No better way to put it, guys. No better way to put it. In other news, I do want to dive into some of our bigger stories. And guys, I don't want to be upfront with you. It's probably going to be a longer stream today. We have quite a lot of news to go through. But I do want to talk to you guys about what's going on here with Stream Elements. In case you don't know what Stream Elements is, Stream Elements is a streaming service. Very, very big. Very well known. They do a lot of things like widgets. My subathon counter timer in the corner is a widget. Did you get their tweet this AM? Stream Elements? Yeah, I did. Their response. So what's going on, guys, is this big streaming service that offers a lot of help through overlays and widgets and things like that, right? Sadly, it looks like it might be the end for them. This is rumored, but I do want to talk about it because it's causing a lot of the space to kind of freak out about it because a lot of us are relying on Stream Elements for our alerts or widgets, things like that as well. Sometimes they do a lot of sponsorships, so this is pretty crazy, right? Yeah, like even Mishi says, the hundreds of dollars are spent on widgets. I really hope they get bought or get enough funding. I mean, I've spent hundreds of dollars on widgets too, so this is kind of a pretty heavy situation. You got an email about it, really. I'm gonna check my email really quick. Hold on. Okay, I didn't get an email, but let me know what they said to you, Zinni. Yeah, let me know what they said to you. I do have a response from them as well. But anyway, Zach is going to share what's going on with this, so let's take a look.
To get everyone on the same page, here's a breakdown on what's happening, because rumors always travel further and faster
right
in a
now,
vacuum.
But Stream Elements
Earlier today,
did throw in a
there
little
was
bit
an
of news
initial
as well.
rumor that Stream Elements was laying off all staff and shutting down. I heard this secondhand from a trusted source, but, like any rumor, it was not confirmed, it was merely a starting point. I personally require at least 2 independent sources to confirm a story, as individuals can make mistakes or misinterpret the facts,
that's a good way to put it.
especially if there's a reason that might make it personal.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know a lot of people are just freaking out about
Since
this.
then,
I mean, I'm a little
this
like,
single source
bruh.
has repeated the story to everyone in his Stream Elements sponsorship Discord, not the official one, and as such, it has been shared as a rumor widely across streamer Twitter.
This has kind of been rumored for a while now.
He does work for Stream Elements as a creator success manager. So, he does have credibility. At the same time, I have attempted to get secondary confirmation from anyone at Stream Elements, but have been unable to. Every person I have spoken to about this, creators, former SE staff, media people, has the same source, the person mentioned above.
And this is, again, like as Wog pointed out, I mean, I don't really like to report on rumors unless it seems like it's like actually true. Because I don't want to like freak anybody out, but I mean, I did see the ones from a while ago, like Wog said, where this was rumored to be going on, but I mean, it did happen a bit ago, so I think everybody just kind of forgot about it or was hopeful.
Now that said, let's talk contributing factors. 1. Stream Elements continues to be silent on the matter. 2. They have been slow to pay users in recent
Zinni, put
weeks.
in the Discord under
3. They seem to have been removed from Twitch's
non-VTuber news.
third-party sponsorship offers. 4. They have been soliciting donations to keep the service free. 5. They have had numerous layoffs over the last few years, and more have left of their own volition in the last few months.
On the other hand, it's unusual to simply shut down a service with hundreds of thousands of users without first becoming a paid service, or maybe just shutting down part of service and focusing wholly on sponsor side. Either way, it's unusual. And I agree with that, right? Because I think a lot of people would be willing to pay like $5-10 a month to keep it going. So that's very odd to me as well.
This entire thing is unusual. And while the rumors may end up being true,
maybe
I
it's
don't
worse
feel
than we thought.
confident saying that yet. As I said, my standard is at least 2 independent confirmations, more is better. I always prefer being right to being first. That said, given the situation as presented, it may still be worthwhile to ensure any SE Pay money is requested, and you may want to download your alerts, or move to an alternative, such as Streamlabs. Disclosure,
Dude, I'm not
I have a
using
partnership
Streamlabs,
with them,
fuck that.
but an easy link to do so is attached below.
Yeah, Streamlabs sucks.
If I learn more before Stream Elements addresses it publicly themselves, I will share whatever facts I can confirm.
So chat, Stream Elements did go on to talk about this. It's an official update. We are in positive discussion with potential acquirers, and we're going to find the best path forward for creators, customers, and our team. We'll share more updates soon. We spent over a decade building for creators, and we'll do everything we can to support the community. And that's it, guys. Really not a lot of good news or anything kind of helpful here. It's just yeah, bro, I'm not going to slabs. Fuck that shit. More like slop, am I right? Got him.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yo, what's up? How's it going, kitty? Oh my god, congratulations on your partnership. Congratulations, Limu. I saw it this morning. I'm so proud of you. Demo, this gets figured out one way or another because Streamlabs is kind of ass. It really is. Streamlabs sucks. But look, I'm going to tell you The end all be all, guys. StreamerBot. I love StreamerBot. I use StreamerBot for everything. StreamerBot is my absolute favorite. Highly recommend to you as well. Yes, try, please. Please, please, please. Try StreamerBot. It's very advanced, but it's by far the best way to go. So apparently we have a viewer who was sent an email. We will see if they drop that in the Discord here. I'm waiting for them to share that. Non-VTuber news. I'll give it just a minute before we continue on, but definitely kind of causing ripples within the streaming scene, not just VTubers as well. Yeah, I'm just like all my stuff is through StreamerBot mostly anyway, except my widgets. So I'm kind of good. I would lose a couple things, but it wouldn't be like very like, I don't know, like it wouldn't be super diabolical to me, right? It would just be like, all right, yeah, that sucks, but you know, I'll do without. It wouldn't be like a deal breaker for me. Okay, I don't think they posted yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on. But if I hear something, I will let you know, guys. So now let's talk about our video game and AI section. And it's a section because there's multiple things that we're going to talk about, guys, that have to do with AI and video games. So first up, guys, Round 8 Studio, you know, the developers behind Liza P, actually posted a job listing for an AI creator position. Of course, you can also see here that these tools include Stable Diffusion, Midjourney, which are very well-known generative AI tools. They can be used for non-generative AI things, but for the most part. Oh, Streamloots. Okay, yeah, you're good. Of course, when I think like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion, I think more like infilling or outfilling, but nonetheless, that still is generative AI. And those are big tools for that, right? So ControlNet to create initial character and background concepts, assist with texturing and images in 3D, create custom models for project-specific styles, refine outputs through in-painting and upscaling, integrate those tools into existing art workflow to accelerate production of their next game. So this was very disappointing. I know that Dandy Floss seemed to be the first person that saw this, shared it around. Well, guys, apparently the Mad Puppet, who's a big fan account, right, says, "We've been heard. Eurogamer has updated this recent article in which they pull a statement from NeoWiz on the current allegations of a job posting for an AI creator."
Disappointed!
I love that clip. Well, let's take a look here. Let's see if they can clear their name. Update. Liza B developers, NeoWiz, and Round 8 have contacted Eurogamer to clarify the job listing of AI creators spotted on NeoWiz's website isn't directly related to the development of their Liza B sequel. Instead, the role is based within an independent R&D team at Round 8 and will focus on creating AI-generated visuals to be used strictly as internal reference during pre-production. The company stressed they hold full legal rights to the assets used in training. Here's the statement in full. So this does sound a little better, right? They're only using things that are their own to create some kind of generative AI, but it's still not that great, right? It's still like, using Gen AI, that sucks. Now, it looks like, according to this, they're only feeding in their own stuff to generate ideas. I know other people might have different feelings about stuff, but nonetheless, it's a better step. It's not perfect. Like Nid said, it's not ideal, but it's better than what was thought, right? It's still not the best. The job posting in question is not a role that will be directly involved in the production of Liza B sequel. Thank fucking God, because I was going to be so upset if I could not play Liza P. I was going to be real pissed off. Instead, they were assigned with an independent R&D team at Round 8. Gen AI tools are only used in preliminary stage work to improve efficiency of repetitive foundational tasks. AI-generated visuals function strictly as internal reference material during pre-production, a method for establishing visual direction before formal production begins. The intent is to build a proprietary visual library training exclusively in assets for which NeoWiz and Round 8 hold full legal rights. All final assets for the upcoming game will be created by experienced artists. So, seems like things are better than we thought. They're not perfect, but there you go, guys. So I did want to talk about it because, as you guys know, I'm a big Liza P fan, and this is pretty disappointing. Seems like they're only trying to build a library based off of their own stuff and keep it internal as references before it's actually ever put into production. That wouldn't affect like any jobs necessarily, hopefully. But there you go, guys. Again, not ideal, but better than we thought. I don't mind if the AI is using video games to be used as a placeholder. Yeah, and for me, concerned, I'm kind of like, I understand if it's used as a placeholder or like to generate some ideas. I get that. It still feels icky, but I do get that, right? That's all a lie, in my opinion. Yeah, and here's the thing, too. They could just do it and never tell you, and you would never know. That's entirely true. So for me, I just like to stick more towards, I don't like Gen AI at all. I really don't. I just think not using it all is the best way to go. You know? Yeah, so it's only like 8% shit in my sandwich. There you go. There you go. So again, not ideal, but I guess a little bit better. I think that generative AI should just not be used at all. But there you go, guys. That's what's really going on with it. However, we do have to talk about a video game that fell into a huge debacle with AI, guys, and that is Party Animals. Now, show of hands. Anybody here play Party Animals? Ever played this game? Very cute game. Very, very fun. I played it with friends. Multiple times, had a great time. Had a Party Animals tournament. I mean, this is a fun game. Well, guys, this game absolutely fucking ruined its whole reputation overnight. Let's take a look. Party Animals AI video contest is about to begin.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Why, bro? Why? Why? Oh my god. What wild ideas have you had for Party Animals? Join the Golden Paw Awards now. Party Animals' first AI video contest. Oh my god. A short film you've been dreaming of making, a story that breaks all the rules, a character tribute to your favorite beast. In the past, ideas like these can only exist in your head. Now with AI, they finally have a chance to become reality. Guys, you need to understand that using generative AI is stealing from other people, right? Generative AI is theft, so you're promoting theft. Way to fucking go. We're inviting you to bring your ideas to life during 9 a.m. May 14th to August 31st. Post your video with hashtag Party Animals AI video contest and Party Animals for a chance to win a share of $75,000 in cash prizes. Get those balls moving and start creating. So chat, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad do you think this went? With 10 being like, oh my god, nuclear levels of implosion. So stupid it was even like them using Gen AI assets. They're paying fans to make Gen AI. Exactly. A 10, yeah. For everybody that's a plus 10, you're right. It's literally like a million. Everybody went fucking nuts. Spite. Of course, Rose Doodle says, you could have chosen a creative event and offer prizes to real human artists. And this is the route you decided to make. Instead, not a cute look at all. Gordy says, how to refund a game that promotes garbage. Ariel says, you. Meriwether says, disappointing. Bob Pup says, middle finger. Chunky says, please don't let the positive comments encourage you. Got him. So, of course, Chad, this just did not go over well at all. I mean, everybody going after this stuff. Even Rubber Ninja. I know Rubber Ninja from Glitch. Rubber Ninja Ross comes in and says, just a hunch here. But you all know how all the artists and creatives on your team no doubt told you this was a terrible idea. It is. Fire the dumbass that pushed for this. You might have taken this game reputation. Also, fuck you. My god, dude. I mean, look at this ratio. That is insane. Of course, we also have people like Ichigo Inc. adding it to this to say, ooh, hiding replies after y'all got backlash. Fuck y'all and fuck your game. But yes, they were hiding replies. Guys, do not hide replies. If you go under controversy, that's one of the worst things you can do. Dandy says, of course they hide my replies. Can it be how terrible the AI slot machine is? Of course, any plagiarism from the plagiarism generator will result in disqualification. Yes, guys, we're going to disqualify you from plagiarism, even though everything that you submit using AI is literally plagiarism. Wild. So of course, guys, Party Animals did decide to respond to all this, finally. And they said, hi, everybody. We'd like to address the recent discussion around the AI video contest. And first of all, we're sorry for upsetting players with this event. We're also sorry that we didn't communicate with everyone clearly enough before the event started. Our original goal was to lower the barrier to creation. Guys, I'm sorry, but lowering the barrier to creation is not an excuse. You can submit things that anybody can submit anything, right? As long as it's human made, It's a beautiful, wonderful thing. This is a shitty excuse. I'm sorry. Yes, we lowered the bar to entering the Olympics. Nobody asked for that. They're like, what? In past contests, we saw players with great ideas and scripts who couldn't fully bring them to life because they weren't familiar with tools like editing, modeling, or animation software. Okay, well, then learn or pay somebody that can. We hope AI be a more accessible tool that lets more people take part. That said, yes, we're encouraging people to commit theft. We love that. That said, we understand the concerns around AI contests. We are not trying to dismiss handmade work or disrespect creators, because AI is just another tool. Yes, AI is a tool. Generative AI is not part of that, though. While we truly care about this idea, the expression, in the final work, we like to leave the next step up to the community. Please vote on what we should do. Of course, they say cancel the contest.
The participation trophy culture of today's society.
Yeah. Cancel the AI video contest. Change it to a non-video or non-AI creation contest. Get the AI category now to separate handmade category. Okay, guys. So, look, hear me out. You have gotten so much backlash. Thank you, Lumu. You got so much backlash about this, and you still are trying to keep the AI category? What the fuck are you thinking? Who was running this PR team? You literally just got told how bad it is. We don't support you. You're like, oh, so can we add an option to keep it? Like, what? Oh my God, dude. Miss Lala says, so disappointed to see this statement. The fact that you announced a contest. Attempted to apologize, but still want to possibly include AI after the community upset. This highlights how disconnected you are from the community you're trying to celebrate. Your idea, go fuck yourself. Oh my God, Plotty. But Pup says, so you're dumb, got it. Fuck off with the AI, it's another tool, bullshit. Nobody's gonna trust you ever again. This option 1 is to continue the contest in actual. Vote 2, not sure if accident or deliberate misdirection. I don't know, Creepy. Also, what's up, Cutie? I have no idea. Glasses says, pack it up. Option 4, focus us for fire your marketing team for this lame ass response. I agree with that. So, of course, you can go over to the polls and vote. I certainly did of course, cancel the AI contest completely. You need to start from scratch. Option 3 feels like they want people to keep it, so that as many people as possible will make submissions for more ideas from the fans. Absolutely. Like, this contest just needs to be canceled. 100%. It's so stupid. Oh, we are sorry you didn't understand what we meant. They literally said that. Oh, we're sorry. We wanted to just lower the bar for entry. You didn't understand that. Bruh. That's when the contest has been tainted and need to cancel. That's how I feel about it, too. Absolutely stupid. But, guys, from the heavens above, guys, we got the greatest response to the entirety of this bullshit. And then that's how I feel. I think the whole thing is just fucked. Cancel that right. But guys, this has to be the greatest response. Glitch Production from up above decides to submit this response to the whole debacle. And not only is it amazing and beautiful, it just hits the nail. Drives the nail into this even further. Glitch says, there is no secret ingredient. It's just you. You love to see it. You love to see it, guys. Literally just fucking walks up, drops actual art and says, guys, you have control of this. You pick up the pencil. Stop pushing your AI slot bullshit contest. Pick up the pencil. And that's why Glitch is to go. Absolutely inspiring, but also beautiful response. I love this. So Glitch coming in and dropping the hammer on him. You'll love to see it, guys. So let me ask you all, what do you think of this? Do you think that Party Animals did right? Do you think they did wrong? What's your thoughts about this whole debacle? I mean, for me, I think you know how I feel, but Party Animals, what the fuck were you thinking running an AI-driven contest? People don't want the bar lowered for accessibility. People want you to celebrate artists that are putting out amazing artwork. And sometimes people put out artwork that You know, may not be the best quality or stuff like that, but God, at least they tried. At least it was an AI slop. Pick up the pencil. Pick up the pencil. That's all you need to know here. For every single response to anti-Gen AI is, we miscommunicated our intentions. It's so true. I think the damage is done. Most artists I know when they risk their art potentially being used for training later. Yeah, absolutely. I don't blame them. Yes, Alex, it is. I don't blame him at all. I think I would love to see how many people uninstall the game. I mean, I'll never support it again, chat. After this, I'm like, nah, dude. You're not getting another chance to me. Fuck that. Yeah, very crazy. They thought this was just a good idea at all. I don't know what they were thinking. Very, very crazy.
To this day,
this
word is very special and needed.
What? Pick up the pencil? So many people have uninstalled it. Some of you are trying to refund it. Yeah, I heard from chat earlier. Some of y'all were trying to refund it, and I kind of don't blame you. So I know I spent money on it, but not like a lot or anything. And I'm out. Bye, guys. Refund requests are probably so high right now. They really are. You can tell how out of touch venture capitalists are, and only those people they're using AI if you do that. If I remember correctly, you know, take this with a grain of salt, but I think Party Animals is like the developer is like a Chinese developer. So I don't know if this has to do with
says
just
if you want to lower the barrier to art, make it more acceptable to suck at art.
I think that I think this might be a disconnect between like different like audiences
my
as well.
mind is foggy at the moment.
Okay, yeah, elara is definitely broke. I gotta fix her. I think this might be disconnect too, but you also need to understand that while Gen AI might be accepted by some groups, widely, generally, it is not accepted, especially in the West, in the VTubing community, our community, obviously. And I think that if you're not willing to understand that, you're not willing to try to celebrate an audience. So there it is, chat. That's what's going on with this whole debacle. Very crazy, guys. The Steam reviews have been dropped from very positive to mostly negative. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. Like, don't be shitting. Don't be shitting. Look, guys, we're about 2 hours in, and I want to talk about a very crazy situation going on with a streamer that is being charged for attempted murder, guys. This person is of great renown, but not in the good way, right? This is about Chud the Builder, guys. Chud the Builder has been doing this kind of stuff for quite a long time, but walking around saying racist slurs on his stream and causing horrible public moments. I mean, it's disgusting. It is quite disgusting, guys. But this is now turned into not just a person walking around being racist, but now formally being charged for attempted murder. This has literally become what has happened. It's become so severe, chat, that now we have this person that has gone from being this full-on just racist to now behind bars. And again, I think that that's probably where they deserve to be. Obviously, if you're attempting murder, you deserve to be there. As a racist, you have no place in modern society. But nonetheless, guys, this grift of doing this kind of stuff. Oh, freedom of speech, right? Yes, you have freedom of speech, guys. But you need to understand you don't have freedom of consequences. And I think this is a huge example of that. So let's go take a look at apparently his freedom of speech chat. And the stuff that he was doing live on his stream, by the way. Yeah, live on his stream. 56 years. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. I want to hear from probably Legal Mindset about it. But let's take a look at what happened here, chat. So,
look at him chimping out. Be a good boy. You heard me. Dumbass nigger. You heard me.
No reason to do something like, I mean, it's clear as day, guys. What do I need to add to this? Yeah, what the fuck?
No, I'm good. We're live. Don't touch me, lady. I already said it to his face. Dumbass nigger. Get mogged.
of course, this is not the only clip I'm going to show you today, guys. It does continue to get a lot worse. Of course, he did get demonetized, lost his verification on Kick, and was permanently banned over this particular clip, guys. But like I said, the downward spiral continues to get even worse off of this. So now, guys, he straight up attempted to murder somebody, guys. That is right. So let's go take a look here. What happened?
Now is a mid-state live streamer. This man, known for posting racially charged content, is charged with attempted murder after Clarksville police say he shot a man outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. And that happened just a few days after Metro police arrested this same guy for refusing to pay his bill at a local restaurant.
By the way, the person that he shot, from what I read, I think he only, shot the builder, only hurt himself. He didn't actually, hurt the victim or anything like that, from what I read.
Fox 17 News' Karen Aguilar has the story.
Dalton Etherly is currently behind bars for multiple charges, including attempted murder in connection to a shooting in front of the Montgomery County Courthouse. This comes as Etherly's racist online content.
No, he did not shoot. Oh, did he shoot himself by accident? Apparently, graced himself or something like that, from what I read. But again, take that with a grain of salt.
Has gained national attention.
I heard the gunfire and looked up, and everyone in the cafes, everyone's heads turned.
Clarissa Greaves is still in shock a day after deputies say a shooting broke out in front of the Montgomery County Courthouse. Greaves tells me it happened shortly after 1 in the afternoon while she was working at a nearby coffee shop, seeing the aftermath unfold from the window.
Pretty scary.
This video shows a man identified as Dalton Etherly on a stretcher surrounded by crime tape. Etherly is a live streamer known for using racial slurs.
Well, from what I've seen from his videos, I don't know how that could make anyone feel safe.
Moments after the shooting, Etherly live streamed on Pump.Fun claiming self-defense.
He said, "You start saying all that chimp out to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me.
Investigators say Etherly and an unidentified man got into a confrontation and gunfire erupted. Investigators did not answer what started it, but did say both men were taken to area hospitals. But it's not Etherly's first run-in with the law. Saturday evening at the restaurant Bob's Steak and Chop House in Nashville, Etherly is accused of refusing to pay $371 for his meal. Officers later arrested Etherly.
So he couldn't even pay for his meal.
On multiple charges, including theft, but he posted bond. Greaves tells me she's not surprised things escalated, given Etherly's reputation.
I think it was kind of bound to happen.
The family who claims Etherly shot their loved one could not be reached for comment.
So this isn't the only report of this, because I pulled one more just to make sure that we got all this stuff. But this particular one, here on Philip DeFranco, he actually shows a lot more clips. You can get a little bit more context behind this guy, but I mean, it's diabolical, Chad. It's horrible. I keep using the word diabolical, but I don't have a better word.
Just crazy. It exposes a lot. Rashi's dangerous Taiwan threat to Trump and more, freaking people out about all of that on today's Brain. And let's jump into it, starting with this. It's got to be one of the most racist people I've seen on the internet in maybe ever or a long time, which is...
Yeah, he's actually right, though. I mean, I've seen some pretty bad behavior, but this guy straight up is like, holy fuck, dude. Yeah, I kind of like... You know, I'm not a very politically charged person, but I do like to listen to him in the background as well.
That's a crazy high bar. Considering the existence of Elon Musk's version of Twitter or old school Call of Duty lobbies, has now found himself in what many have been predicting was going to be the inevitable outcome, though maybe one that he wanted. So his name is Dalton Etherly. He's 28 years old, but some people know him as Chud the Builder.
It does feel like he was not only confrontational, but it feels like his intent was to cause some type of like like assault or bigger issue like this, right? And I'm going to show you something because I truly and honestly feel, chat, this was premeditated. I'll skip to that right now just because it's relevant, but it does feel very premeditated, right? I mean, look at what he said. Series finale is dead chimp, obviously being racist here, on a pavement and you monkeys riding when I walk free. Stay tuned. Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful.
Been in the bomb shelter as white people. We're sick of being told that we don't have the freedom of speech anymore. Says who? My ancestors fought and died for that. I'm going outside, I'm taking my helmet, I'm taking a deep breath. Look, Nothing's gonna happen. They're just gonna keep chimping out regardless on whether you call them the word or not. Right.
So yes, you have freedom of speech, but you do not have freedom of consequences. Please, can we get this straight? Why does everybody ignore that? Blah, 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 freedom of speech. Blah, 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 freedom of speech, speech. My freedom of speech. Yes, you have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of consequences. Come on. Why does nobody talk about this or mention this part?
And that guy, he's now been charged with attempted murder. So let's start with some context. Chud the Builder, he styles himself as a free speech patriot. What that appears to really mean is that he films or streams himself walking around in public, calling black people the N-word and challenging them to fight. It's generally what I describe as just disgusting content, but apparently there's a number of people that want to watch it because he's got hundreds of thousands of followers. And as he's been getting more and more attention, his bigoted antics, they've kind of escalated more and more, with him appearing to use pepper spray on someone who knocked off his hat last week, for example.
You heard me. Fuck your shit. Touch me again.
And more than once.
Why the fuck are you walking around with pepper spray in public like that? And like, I'm trying to think of the right word, in an antagonizing way, right? You're trying to instigate something like that. Not like you put it away for self-defense. You're just walking around with it.
He's landed himself in hot water. Like last November, he got arrested for harassment, or last week he was arrested again for an incident that happened at a steakhouse in Nashville. Apparently somebody called the restaurant to notify them that a notorious bigot was there, and then the staff asked him to stop recording.
Filming? We're live streaming.
I would prefer you not live streaming.
Okay, you can turn that off, please.
Hey man, don't touch me.
I'm not touching.
I can leave if you can ask me to leave. Don't come in my face like that, sir.
I'm not. I'm just asking you not to record video in the restaurant.
And that's fine. We can leave. Hey, Pajit, calm down. Why don't you go in the street? Why don't you go poop in the street?
This guy's just full on racist to anybody.
Hey man, don't get aggressive with me. We'll get up and leave. Thanks for the free food.
Though according to the police affidavit, that food was not free. It actually cost $371.55. But still, it appeared that he left without paying, unless you considered a handful of racial slurs payment, and then he continued to make a scene outside.
Well, I would not eat here if I were you. Because they just kicked us out because apparently my content offends. Leave my guests alone, sir.
And then misrepresenting what you did. My content offends you, even though you were outwardly racist towards your waiter.
They don't like freedom.
Shortly after that, he was back on the street hurling the N-word at a guy and making monkey noises.
Look at him chimping out. Look at that monkey. Go climb a tree. Somebody get him a banana.
Right, and so with that, he ended up being charged with theft of services, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. And so now, apparently, he's well known in this community for this shit. Pretty much no one likes him. And even Nick Fuentes, right, the white nationalist, who maybe you've seen a video where he's talking about how he thinks Hitler is cool. He thinks that Chud lobs the N-word at people so aggressively that it's a bit much.
I don't think people should be fired for uttering the word. And I think it's a funny word. I don't think it should be treated like a blasphemy, but let's be honest, it's not a nice thing to say. It's actually not a very nice thing to say. And I don't know that we should actually be out there saying, hey man, we should be able to go up to black people and start blasting a slur that offends them without expecting them to be offended.
Now, the reason that we're talking about this today is about what happened yesterday, where you had Cut the Builder going to the Montgomery County Courthouse in Clarksville, Tennessee, where he had a civil case. So that one, not over racist harassment. He was reportedly there for an unpaid debt. Well, while he was outside of the courthouse, he got into an altercation with someone that witnesses described as a black man. And
I mean, Nid, I'm be real. That's not a word you can use. You know, it's not my word to use. It's not a lot of people's, word to use, right? So, looking at the history of it as well, you need to understand why it's not okay to use that word as well. But I think people just want to scream, "Oh, freedom of speech! I'll say whatever the fuck I want." It's like, no, you don't get to do that. Like, oh, well, this is food, so I'll take what I want. Well, you still have to pay for it, like, crazy. Oh, yeah, well, I was in the courthouse for a civil case and had a firearm. Exactly. Now, this guy was looking to cause this instigation.
You can see the video of the fight here. And it's not 100% clear exactly what happened, but reportedly a gun was fired, and shortly afterward, Chud live-streamed himself talking to first responders, saying that a group, including the black man, were laughing and pointing at him as he walked by, and then...
He said, walk away from me. I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in. He said, you start saying all that chimp out to me, I'm going to hit you. He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him.
Now, according to authorities, that man was hospitalized and is in stable condition. Also, Chud apparently shot himself during the scuffle, according to the district attorney general.
All right, so I guess we don't have the exact details, or at least from these videos, on what happened to the victim, but I'm going to assume that if he's stable in the hospital, he probably got hit by something, right? Somebody said he got shot in the stomach, so that's probably what's more than likely, right? But he also grazed himself. How do you accidentally shoot yourself, bro? Like, I'm sorry, like, you told yourself as like this big, like, America, freedom of speech, man, and then you shoot yourself. That's crazy. No, the victim did get shot. I think is what we're kind of going off of the information I have, right, Cafe Corvus. But if you've seen more, I'm willing to believe you, right?
Although he was only grazed. So at first, he got charged with aggravated assault, reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, and employing a firearm during a dangerous felony. But now, some of the biggest news is that he is facing another charge, attempted murder. And as far as the reaction that you're seeing to this, it really depends on
That's
which
crazy.
corner
Literally
of the
shot
internet
himself
you
in the
go to.
foot
So I will say,
or
a
leg.
big thing that you're seeing is, besides concern for the shooting victim and the glee over the arrest, is a lot of people going, I mean, what did people expect? What did Chud expect? People arguing that you can't go around with a gun yelling racial slurs at people and challenging them to fight in the most obnoxious way possible.
It's very true, though. It feels like sadly, a lot of time within content creation, I'm going to take this from a content creator specific, approach here. I feel like a lot of content creators are willing to do anything inflammatory just to get some kind of clout or attention. Obviously, that's what this guy was doing, right? He was going around saying these racist words, causing instigation. And he used this as a platform, a launch pad for his content to try and make himself, bigger creator, right? Or well-renowned, whatever, etc., right? It really sucks to see that because people feel like they have to do horrible, inflammatory things to get attention when that's not the case at all.
And not expect something to happen. With many saying that what he's doing was incitement, especially when it appears that he's constantly posting about how he's ready and willing to shoot someone. But he's doing what you're seeing in these streams and writing, I'll defend my life with lethal force. Do not approach me with intent to threaten bodily harm.
And again, chat, this is why I wanted to point out, this thing right here. I mean, it's just, it feels like it's premeditated at that point.
And then adding, and this is the one that's getting a lot of traction, series finale is dead chimp on the pavement and you monkeys rioting when I walk free, stay tuned. Right, even in that encounter on the street that I showed you right after he got kicked out of the steakhouse, he threatened to shoot the guy.
Pussy! You pussy! I'll blow your brains out, right, buddy? I'm about to blow his brains out. He pulls back around here, I'm about to blow his brains out.
I guess I didn't expect any different outcome on this, but God, dude, I mean, he's already hurt somebody, right? He could have taken somebody's life as well. This could have been so much worse.
And you've got people arguing that these aren't outliers. He threatens people all the time. But then also with this, you have a lot of people pointing not just to Etherly's individual trajectory, but also kind of that of our whole country. You've got a lot of people seeing like, this guy as the culmination of two very disturbing trends in our culture. The first being kind of the rage bait content where people act as abrasive and antisocial in public as they can just to kind of provoke reactions, game the algorithm, get clipped and clipped and clipped. And the second just being the normalization of open, unabashed, in-your-face racism that we've seen over the past couple of years.
And he's absolutely right. This is why I like listening to Philip, is because he's entirely right, guys. It really is just this unabashed action to people coming forward and just saying the most heinous shit possible. I mean, we talked about Asmund earlier with his very sexist, misogynistic stuff. Guys, growing up, maybe because, I was like a BB and I wasn't on the internet as much, but when I did get on the internet and start to absorb stuff more as an adult, I don't remember seeing that stuff. So now it's got to a point for me, it's very shocking where it's like, was the internet always this way? Did people just go around and say this shit? Like, because it's not okay. It's disgusting, like, yeah. And obviously, like, I mean, that's fair, Dan. I'm not saying that Asmund is so much better, but at least he didn't try to, like, kill somebody, right? But at the same time, like, this has happened so many other times. There's so many creators, guys. I mean, look at all the transphobia that we have, specifically in the VTuber community, or look at people, other creators saying racist remarks, or making racist memes or things like that, right? I mean, like, making fun of the Black VTuber awards. I mean, there's so many things that's just like straight up just horrible, in your face, rage baiting content, and it's like, why is this considered okay, and why does this like work? Unfortunately, right? I don't know. It's just it's sad. It's quite sad.
Years. A lot of
yeah,
it
Johnny
comes
Somali.
from, and I hate to be that fucking guy, but it's like, it's right there in your face constantly, though I know a million things happen, so it's very easy to forget, but it comes from Trump. It was only just 3 months ago. I know it feels like...
So I'll stop here because he says, well, it's coming for Trump, and that's a separate conversation about politics that I'm not really willing to dive into, but nonetheless, I did want to talk about this guy and just how this whole situation is,
but it's not
absolutely wild, guys. Going from being so aggressive and inflammatory, and now you've caused yourself to get arrested to the point where you are attacking people with a gun. It's insane, guys. It's insane. Please be careful out there. Obviously, we do not support this type of behavior. I mean, everything I stand for is the opposite of this. Yeah, he's in a lot of politics stuff, so I only kind of watch him in the background. I don't really show him on stream because of that, but he had some good clips I wanted to share. So anyway, chat, what's your thoughts about this? I'm going to stand up and stretch for a moment before we continue, but, you know, how do you feel about this? I hope not. Well earned, though. Yeah, I mean, he did it all to himself, but apparently Dexerto said that his bail was like 1.2 million. Is that true? Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not here to talk about DeFranco, right? I'll be sentenced to 56 years in prison if he's convicted on all counts and receive the maximum penalty. Damn, dude. 56 years. Imagine, chat. Imagine that. Like, that's crazy. And like, how is his experience going to be in jail if he's trying to like continue doing this stuff in jail as well that he's been doing outside? I mean, I don't know if that dude's going to make it out alive. Like, you know, like, there's some diabolical stuff that goes on in jail. Yeah, he literally wasted his entire life for internet clout. Not even like, for what? Like, nothing came out of this, right? He harmed himself. He harmed himself. He didn't hurt this person, thank God. He accomplished nothing. You know what I mean? He lost everything now. He lost his life. He's already lost his social medias, etc. I mean, what did this guy gain at all? Nothing. He gets 56 years and he's 28 now. Yeah, it's basically a life sentence. At this point, yeah, just to be a horrible racist person and just scream freedom of speech, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess you did, but I'm now you're about to learn about the freedom of consequences that you ignored. I'm gonna get targeted probably. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously this guy is horrible. I don't wish any harm upon him, but at the same time, I kind of wonder. I'm like, oh, sorry guys, I was stretching. I'm like, you know, it just makes me wonder. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, let's continue.
Pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
There it is. Another news, guys. I do want to talk about some other things going on within the content creator world. So first up, let's take a look here because Roblox actually made an update, and oh my God, this is actually a good update. Holy fucking shit! Roblox has begun sending cease and desist letters to some of the largest content creators in an effort to deter bad actors and open the door to further legal action. By identifying the real-life identities of these individuals, Roblox is prepared to pursue further legal action should they continue to violate our terms. So it seems like this is actually, yeah, they always said they should have done this sooner. Be real, everybody should have done whatever they're supposed to do sooner. Slep says, of course, it's a strong step in the right direction. Hope Roblox considers expanding this approach to target predators who repeatedly violate the TOS and harm users. So I can't believe it, guys. We've been keeping up, of course, with what's been going on with Roblox quite a lot. But nonetheless, it does seem like, you know, at least they are actually pursuing further legal actions. Yeah, extremely rare. Hopefully they'll go after the predators as well. Yeah, I mean, I guess Darken for them, that's the big question, right? What is defined as bad actors? I can only hope it's, you know, the predator problem that Roblox has. In other news, guys, I got a whole story to tell you about Logan Paul here. And this has been the funniest fucking thing that I've watched in a long time on the internet. Logan Paul goes on to say, proud owner of the greatest mangas in the world. One Piece Chapter 1, 9.0, second highest grade in existence, and first canon appearance of Monkey D. Luffy, And of course, Dragon Ball Chapter 1, 9.2, highest grade in existence. Purchased for a record $550,000. So going on to brag about his graded mangas that he has. And how he's just, you know, a big old manga fan, you know, loves this anime and manga. Yeah, he's just, oh my God, so invested. Not. I just because shows up and says, you don't even know shit about One Piece. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my, I need to follow Speed. I forgot to. Holy fuck. Yeah, you don't know shit about One Piece. Yeah, like, why would you even want a graded manga anyway? And like, this is clearly just to like, I don't know, either like, you know, somehow shill his like future marketing scams or just to drive up prices or just to try to show off, right? Well, Logan Paul is honestly truly humbled by all the love I've been getting from the One Piece community. So I bought a couple more goodies. Of course, shows these off, but here's the best part. No, they didn't. Yeah, remember all that love he got? No, they didn't. Oh my God. Dude, they are not putting up with this shit. It is so funny to me. Like, and this keeps going too. Keeps going. Even like DBC, Iran says, he sold the Illustrator Pikachu card for a big profit. He isn't a fan, nor does he care. Not for money and hype. He's not trying to create artificial buzz for good and jump issues. He bought these with the intention to build up FOMO and then offload to some helpless moron in a few years for an insane markup. I mean, more than likely, probably. Sadly, but probably. Of course, also, you know, everybody going, yeah, no, it wasn't. Everybody can see you're just trying to start a buying frenzy and drive up prices. I'm sure just close friends and Beckett will give the super high grades despite the mangled corners. So, kind of calling out that the grading of it isn't even that great as well. But this is really funny. This is really funny. So we go back to a former clip of I Show Speed and Logan Paul talking about favorite animes. Just listen to Logan Paul's response. Just listen.
Oh shit! What's your favorite anime? Gotta put me on my favorite one. One Punch Man. One Punch. Oh god. No, come on. That's how you know you don't watch anime. No, come on. That's your favorite? Yeah, you don't watch anime. Tell you what, we win the match, and I'll consider. Oh.
He said, "Oh, One Punch Man is your favorite." Yeah, that's how I know you're not a real anime fan. I mean, like, to be fair, also, One Punch Man is kind of like, makes fun of every other, like, shonen anime. Like, that's the point of it. So, it's just really funny, dude. Like, Speed is just not having a shit, dude. It is so funny. So, this does continue. Of course, Logan Paul continuing posts after reading this. I'm convinced the One Piece is real. And of course, people go on to community note. In the photo, Logan is holding Weekly Shonen Jump number 34. Debut issue 1997 of One Piece, open roughly halfway to unrelated contents and ads. One Piece Chapter 1 was the lead story and starts near the front of the magazine. At the table of contents, they're literally like, you're not even reading One Piece, bro. They're finding everything to dunk on this guy about. It's so funny. It's so funny. Of course, Logan Paul also tweets out, look at this LARPer, Shaq. The way I see it, only people have read all 100... Wait, what? Hello? Got him. Got him. So yes, Logan Paul tries to call Shaq a LARPer for wearing a One Piece shirt. He's like, oh, the way I see it, all the people have read only 108 volumes in, you know, 1,100 chapters One Piece manga, watch all 1,100 episodes of anime, went to at least 2 Comic-Cons displaying his Monkey D. Luffy, and watch both seasons of live action should be allowed to say the name One Piece. I mean, again, trying to be like an asshole about it, but here's the best part, chat. The OP claimed it has 108 volumes. Well, One Piece actually has 114 volumes, 1,181 manga chapters, and 1,159 anime episodes. He doesn't even know the amount either. He doesn't even know the amount, chat. I forgot about this one. I forgot about this one. So he's been getting absolutely ratioed by not only other creators, but of course, you know, the community no comments. They're killing me, dude. So that's what's been going on, guys. With Logan Paul and Show Speed, and of course, the whole One Piece manga debacle. Very crazy. In other news, guys, there was a viral moment going on over on TikTok where somebody was saying that they were at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, and apparently this dog that was in there was peeing and pooping inside of the restaurant. I'll let you look at the clip. Of course, they were pointing out this little, I guess, pee pad that was on the ground, right? Well, this blew up, guys. It went absolutely, yeah, it's a puppy pad. Went absolutely viral, right? A lot of people were like, what the fuck? You know, why have I ascended to heaven and I'm turning white? A lot of people are like, you know, what the hell's going on? Well, Gordon Ramsay saw this and actually decided to address it, right? So let's take a look at what he said.
Thank you. How are you? So
Oh,
I
good.
wanted
Nice
to
to
ask
see you.
you, did you ever get a chance to address that TikToker that had the issue with the dog inside the shop?
What we have seen is the CCTV footage, and under no circumstances did that dog do a pee or a poo. And so, over-exaggerated as
Why am I
always.
short?
Great, but thank you for your honesty and the question.
May I have a photo?
Yes, sir.
Last. Would you consider not having dogs at all, or is that something that's not going to happen?
Dogs are welcome outside the terrace on the restaurant. There we go, guys. Thank you, guys.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Mr. Ramsey.
So I don't know if this was more of like a clickbait type thing with a lady. You know, I have no idea. Most of the time, dogs are only allowed outside when it comes to restaurants. I've never seen a restaurant that like allows dogs inside. So it kind of just seems like it was some kind of like clickbaity type thing. So Elara just asked why she's short. Yes, I did. Why am I short, guys? Why the fuck? So a little bit of controversy going on. Not really a super crazy drama, but I found it interesting because, well, mostly it was Gordon Ramsay, right? So in other news, guys, I do want to talk about David. It's been a while since I updated you about David. If you remember, I talked about David and how he was being looked at for murder. They had found a body in a Tesla that he owned, and this was, you know, kind of ongoing investigation. Well, guys, he was actually arrested for the murder of Celeste officially, guys. He was arrested for this. He did end up getting banned on Twitch, of course, after the first-degree murder charges followed. Of course, the cause of death had been revealed as multiple penetrating injuries with unspecified objects. If you guys remember as well, there was news that he had bought some stuff, like some cremating stuff, like a large barrel. A lot of people were like wondering if he was going to like try to dispose of the body and things like that. Very sad. The autopsy report states that there were 2 penetrating wounds of the torso with smooth edges. That represents sharp force injuries. The wound on the upper abdomen penetrated the liver, and the wound on the left chest penetrates one of the left intercostal spaces with disruption of the adjacent ribs, cortical surfaces. So it definitely just looks like, again, it was, you know, first-degree murder and a stabbing. I mean, absolutely horrible, guys. So let's take a look here at the video.
Today, I
keep
am
us updated
announcing
on
the
it.
charges against David Anthony Burke, the musician known as David, spelled D4VD, in connection with the.
I think a lot of people forget how big this guy is, or at least how big he was. I mean, he has like Fortnite emotes, for God's sake. This is a very well-known musician, guys. Very big deal to find out that, you know, again, he committed murder.
Brutal and horrific murder of Celeste, a
I guess we'd say
14-year-old
was
at
big.
that time. And there are 3 sets of charges that have been brought. The first-degree murder with special circumstances, and again, those special circumstances are lying in wait. That Celeste went to Mr. Burke's home on the night of
I hope
April
not,
23rd,
Mishi. I hope not.
2025, as alleged in the complaint, at his invitation, and again, was not heard from again.
Thank you, Kathy.
The
I
second
appreciate that.
is a special circumstance being that this murder was committed for financial gain. As the evidence will show in court, the financial gain was for Mr. Burke to maintain his very lucrative musical career that Celeste was threatening on that particular night. The third charge, in addition to lying in wait and for financial gain, is murdering a witness to an investigation. In this particular case, as the evidence will come out in court, the witness to the investigation was Celeste. And the investigation was into the lewd and lascivious sexual acts committed by Mr. Burke that is the subject of count 2 of this complaint.
Oh yeah, look, Rio, totally understandable. Yeah, I get it. Look, I have news streams on certain days, so I get it. It's not for everybody, right? You're more than welcome to peace out. I will definitely not hold it against you. I can totally understand if you want the escapism. It's understandable.
With Celeste while she was under 14 years old. The investigation was to determine who killed, who murdered.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Celeste
heavy topic, to be fair.
Months and months before. That investigation was carried out in unison and in partnership between the LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division and the District Attorney's Office. At every point in the investigation, through the arrest and the
I'm glad they're
filing
bringing
of
him
charges,
to justice,
the
though,
LAPD
after all this.
and the District Attorney's Office have worked in lockstep. There's been no disagreements amongst these entities in deciding how to proceed with this case, ultimately leading to these charges today.
Yeah, see, I think I heard about that. Like, apparently there was, like, a song where, like, that was included or something like that. I'm like, I don't know if that was a rumor or not. But, of course, they go on to talk about how he was, sexually abusing the victim at a very early age as well, according to the DA. This comes from CBS News, so
the prosecution
take a look,
just
guys.
dropped a bombshell in the murder case of the musician David. They were in court, preliminary hearing, and the prosecution said that there was a significant amount of child pornography on David's iPhone. Now, the hearing today was all about the evidence that the DA's team has managed to build, and the defense wants to see it. They say that David is innocent
what happened
of the
last
charges
night?
that he
Are you
did
talking
not
about with
murder
Silvervale?
14-year-old Celeste, but every time there's a hearing, we're learning more about this case, and the DA says that
Absolutely
David
gross.
was sexually abusing Celeste
Absolutely
as of
gross. Oh, yeah,
September
he
2023 when she was
put him at the
barely
bottom of the
13
jail.
years old, just after she had turned 12. Now, they have another hearing scheduled for later this month, which means that if the judge says, hey, we move forward with the preliminary case,
absolutely gross,
the DA is going to have to produce some of the evidence. That will become public. We will know
Below the
much
prison,
more
yep.
exactly about what kind of evidence the prosecution has, maybe
Nah, he's
witnesses
done.
they have been talking
He's done.
to, and what the allegations are specifically. But again, the defense maintains that they
I'll
are
give him the
pushing for a
concrete
speedy trial,
juice.
pushing for the prosecution to give them what they have because they believe the evidence will not hold up in trial. Also, they have been angling for bail because at this point, David is being held without any bail.
Yeah, he shouldn't
could
have an
face the
like
death
opportunity
penalty
for bail.
if
What do you
he's
mean?
Convicted because he
Oh,
not only
shit. He
faces
could
a
get
murder
the death
charge for the
penalty.
killing of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, but there are aggravating circumstances,
No
including
bail.
that he was allegedly lying in wait, that he did it for financial gain, and
I mean, he
that
shouldn't have
he
bail, but
murdered
also,
a
like,
witness.
I
So this
didn't know
is
the death penalty
building
was
up
on the
into something
table,
pretty big.
too. Wow. Absolutely an insane, timeline of events, Chad. And it seems to be getting worse. Of course, finally, Fortnite actually did remove his cosmetics. And, of course, was doing refunds for those as well. So, I know I reported on this a long time ago when everything first started, but it definitely discontinued to kind of sit there for a while. Then all of a sudden, just everything was like wham, and it just moved forward super quick. So I did want to at least follow up with you guys, and it was kind of maybe a week or two late, but very, very crazy stuff, chat. So be careful out there, right? Speaking of, unfortunately, crimes, guys, we need to talk about another crime going on. And this one hits a little bit closer to home because now we have another Smash Bros. Related person committing some atrocious acts, guys. That is right. Well-known, now ex-Team Liquid Smash Bros. Coach and commentator Last has actually been banned after sexual assault allegations, guys. If you don't know this guy, he was actually the coach for MK Leo formerly considered the #1 player in Super Smash Bros. Well, that is right. He's been banned from Super Smash Bros. Events in Georgia after allegations of sexual assault surfaced. On May 11th, the Georgia Smash X account posted a message explaining that moderators had received multiple complaints against Last after from several individuals. According to George Smash, Last was accused of rape, emotional abuse, manipulation, coercion, and multiple instances of SA. They were privately banned from a few tournaments in Georgia in 2024 to protect the safety of one of the accusers at their request. And of course, here is the post that we're going to take a look at here. I think Hungrybox actually, Hungrybox working very closely with Last to run a lot of tournaments. But of course, he did retweet this out as well, saying, "Hey everybody, difficult for me to process as I worked alongside Ryan during my events for 6 years, across many iterations the box tournament series. The listed allegations are ones that should always be taken seriously. My thoughts are, with those that came forward." So, of course, Georgia Smash puts out on May 8th, 2026, Georgia Smash moderators were notified of allegations from 3 individuals who remain anonymous regarding Last. The allegations detail instances of rape, emotional abuse, etc. Right? Due to this incident, as well as other incidents occurring in the other regions, Georgia Smash leadership recommends an indefinite ban from all Georgia events, as well as regional events, majors, etc. We also recommend that tournament organizers communicate with us any concerns that may have regarding their bans. So, as somebody that used to be more ingrained in the Super Smash Bros. Scene, I knew this guy, but I didn't really know of any instances. Thank God, but this is certainly very, very disappointing. Sadly, guys, in the Super Smash Bros. Scene, there's so many allegations that have been floating around for years. So many people outed. It really sucks to see one more person be such a degenerate, really just rotten to the core type person, So I hope that the victims are able to resolve this in court. But these are some very strong allegations against them for sure. So seems like there's some actual proof. I'll let you know if I see anything else about it, guys. Very crazy. In other news, let's go take a look here because I don't know if you guys knew, but Target released a Pokemon, some Pokemon related stuff, and you haven't seen a lot of that. People have been wild about it, guys. People have been like selling the displays from it, all kinds of crazy stuff, right? This is actually like Pokemon scalping is getting so bad, like even overseas, they're actually even like having to cut the packs so they can't be resold. I mean, it's getting so bad out there with Pokemon related stuff, especially like, overseas, but also like Target having to deal with a bunch of stuff as well. But what's kind of crazy here is 2 18-year-old teens were arrested after riding a lawnmower through Target store while filming for a social media stunt. Of course, this happens in Florida. It wouldn't happen anywhere else. Gotta always happen in Florida. But yes, here is the clip, guys. Let's take a look. Holy loud. I mean, what is funny about this? Oh yeah, Target is like very anti, like, they do not like social media. Why? What? What was the point of all this? Crazy, chat, crazy. I just don't get it. Awooga. Very normal response. What's up, though, kitty? My dad went to give me a birthday gift yesterday. He said that there was a massive line when they placed almost from Pokemon cards. Oh, it's bad. It's bad, just like I showed you, even them having to cut the cards overseas. I mean, it's nuts. Very, very crazy. Now, guys, I hope you'll give an 07 because, unfortunately, guys, a website you probably use. I mean, I remember using it when I was little. Ask Jeeves is done, guys. That's it. Say goodbye, everybody. Ask Jeeves is shut down after 25 years. If you don't know this, this is kind of like the original, like, Google search engine. So, kind of sad to, see it go. But there it is, chat. So sad. Times are changing. Times are changing. In other news, guys, good news. I should include this in the AI section, but good news here, guys. The Academy's actually banned AI from winning Oscars. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Huge W. Screenplays must be written by humans, and only performers carried out by consenting human actors are eligible for nomination. So again, screenplays must be written by humans. I think that's a great add-in as well. Very nice to see. Huge W. In other news, guys, kind of sad. I'm sure you've seen the headlines on this. I had a friend actually that got stuck in an airport. They were traveling one night. Next morning, they're supposed to pick up a flight with Spirit. The next morning, when they got stuck. But sadly, guys, Spirit Airlines has shut down after 34 years, citing the big reasons for, their bankruptcy and ultimate closure was because of rising gas prices or jet fuel prices. Yes, now there is a YouTuber trying to buy Spirit Airlines, which I think is really funny. So I hope that goes well for them. But yeah, they're literally trying to buy Spirit Airlines, which I think is cool. But sadly, this did suck for a lot of the staff. I mean, laying off the thousands, hundreds of people that work for Spirit is awful. But luckily, there was one good moment that came out of this chat. Let's go take a look.
Stories coming out of this situation with a video that is now going viral from BWI.
Southwest Airlines doing its part to honor a Spirit Airlines pilot who missed out on his final retirement flight.
Yeah, they did have a lot of that build up as well. But I mean, when Spirit closed down, it was just like they closed down. That was it, guys. Like they were open one day, they were closed the next. It's wild. That's really nice of them, though.
Yeah, well, Southwest posted this video on their social media page showing a Spirit pilot captain, John Jackson.
They've already been going
who was
up.
supposed to fly his retirement flight, but when Spirit shut down, he instead found himself on a Southwest flight to BWI, seated next to his son, Chris, who is a Southwest first officer. That's really cool. He just casually mentioned it, was supposed to be his dad's final flight, and the crew made this happen. They got on the ball,
That's
making
really
arrangements
sweet.
for him to be celebrated when he landed at BWI. Fire and Rescue then met with the plane with a traditional water
nice.
cannon salute, and the Baltimore ground operations team was waiting at the gate to welcome him with cheers and champagne.
It gave
and
me
there's
chills.
nothing like our community to come.
Very, very wholesome. You love to see it, guys. So, yes, there was a lot of bad things that came out of this, but also good things as well. It does suck. Somebody in chat pointed this out. Great point as well. This did cause a lot of the legacy, older news. Oh my God. Flights in those companies to keep their prices down, right? So this did, I think, give a lot of competition for like Delta, those bigger names to keep their prices down. Well, now they're just jacking that shit up. I will tell you guys, the day the Spirit closed down, I bought my tickets for my vacation, and they've more than doubled in price since I bought them. I was like, oh my God. I'm so glad I purchased them because it's true. Now the Spirit is gone. They offered such competitive prices. They wanted to stay competitive themselves, so they would, try to, fight the competition. But now they have no reason to. Really crazy. So, really encourage all of you to, buy your tickets now because, my God, the prices are just going to keep going up. Very crazy. In other news, guys, you might know Harada. That guy from Tekken. Well, got some good news, guys. Harada is actually opening up his brand new studio called Versus Studio. Let's take a look. This is great news, by the way. I'm glad that his talent is not going to be wasted.
の原田勝弘です。この度株式会社 VS スタジオ SNK 通称 VS スタジオという新しいスタジオを開設したことをご報告いたします。昨年開発者として残された時間をどう過ごすかという内容のコメントを出しましたが、それに対する一つの答えが今回のスタジオ開設です。
I think this gives him more creative control. Death Warriors, so I think it's a good thing.
ゲーム開発に集中できる。
I mean, again, he said, I want to make a place that I can focus solely on making games with trusted colleagues. I think that's incredible. I like that.
良いゲームを生み出すことに時間を使いたい。幸いなことにそれを実現できる機会に恵まれました。SNK 様の出資により長期的なビジョンに基づく継続的な支援を受けながら、新スタジオは独立したスタジオとしてクリエイティブに集中し、その強固な支援基盤を生かして 挑戦の幅を広げていくことができます。
Yeah, Tekken is kind of not it right now. It really fell off, sadly.
VS について少し触れておきます。VS と聞くと、バーサスを思い
Everybody's gonna
浮
move
かべ
over
る
to
方も多いと思
the
いま
new
すし、
Marvel game, I
開
think.
発者の方であればビジュアルスタジオなどを連想されるかもしれません。しかし
Yes,
我
Tekken
々
is
に
the
と
one
って
with
の
the
VS は
pants
それだけではありません。我々の開発者としてのルーツである、ビデオゲームソフト開発部
Yeah,
に
and that
始まっ
sucks so much,
て、
North.
ビジョナリースタンダード
It
で
just
すと
fell
か、
off.
ボリションシフトですとか、ヴァンガードスピリットなど、複数の意味を重ね合わせた、言葉です。この VS という名前に込めた思想そのものが、
Yeah, exactly.
我
Just
々のス
pumping
タ
out
ジオ
these
の在り方で
bangers,
す。
you know.
伝
I
統に
think you
挑み
will.
極限を作る。
I think at the end of Tekken's life cycle, you could tell that a lot of his influence was felt a
これが
lot
我
less.
々の目指すものです。我々と共にゲームを作りたい
That
方
the
がいらっしゃい
dinosaur
ましたら
too.
ぜひお
Yeah,
声掛けくださ
dinosaur,
い。
kangaroo, panda.
VS スタジオをよろしくお願いいたします。
Very happy to see this, Chad. So hoping the best are around him. Maybe we'll get a fighting game with a Waffle House in it, you know? That'd be sick, but he's great. I cannot wait to see what comes from this. I think it's only going to be good things, chat, for sure. And before we hop in, just our final stretch of news here, guys, I do want to talk about, yo, what's up? How's it going, gamer? I would like to talk about what's going on with Johnny Somali, aka Johnny Salami. I can actually face an even longer prison sentence now after another severe punishment petition was filed by a new victim. So not only has his appeals gone over really shitty, now we have multiple appeals coming in from new victims, new petitions. On top of that, his lawyer just dropped him as a client. You know, the one where he would be talking shit next to them? Dude, he is so cooked. He is so cooked. It's actually looking bad. Like, he got his time served to him, but now there's been all these appeals to keep him in there longer. Oh, it's rough, guys. It's rough. It is not looking good for him. So we'll see what his time ends up being, guys. I'll keep you up to date with what's going on with that. I promise I'm going to get back on my Friday non-VTuber news train. I promise. I'm dedicated to Fridays. I can update you guys on non-VTuber news. I've been out of the loop because of stuff going on, but I promise I'm back on the train. In other news, guys, I do want to talk about what's going on with YouTube, Twitch, things like that. So, of course, YouTube is now introducing AI avatars to let creators make videos without being on camera. Oh, great. Wonderful. I can't wait to make more AI-generated content on YouTube. Thanks so much, guys. Wonderful. You're really killing out here, YouTube. Good job. Bruh. Of course, also speaking of, though, YouTube kind of getting dunked on here, and that is for a recent post they made. To the creator who feels like giving up, don't we see you? Oh. Yeah, you know, like all those like ASMR VTubers that you constantly ban, all the viewership that you constantly suppress. Oh yeah, don't give up. We see you. With our AI system that is constantly destroying your YouTube career. Of course, everybody was dunking on them. You see the comments here, drew a heavy backlash, but VTuber ASMR friend says all quiet on the frontal lobe. Any teaching stop these copyright trolls? We're claiming our videos. Papa Mutt says hire real humans, you clowns. I mean, it's so sad. Yeah, YouTube is so, what's the word? Tone deaf? I mean, just does not pay attention to anything. Causes so many problems for their community. I mean, we're having to fight YouTube, chat. If you don't know this, literally every day I'm fighting YouTube to get my content seen right now. They're suppressing most everybody's content. We have to wait 72 hours for our content to get pushed down the algorithm. It's horrible right now, guys. It's tough putting out stuff on YouTube. So it is more than felt. And I'm glad people are standing up and, speaking about how they suck. Another news, guys, we gotta talk about Twitch support putting out this message here that says, we're testing a new way for streamers to recognize their viewers with streamer shouts, personalized messages sent to groups of viewers post-stream to celebrate moments and milestones. Now, I think that's cute. I think it's a nice idea if you want notifications to push out stuff to, certain members of your community, but I was a little bit more concerned with how this looked right here. I just, I sometimes open, Twitter and I have to double take, I'm sorry, what? I was not the only one to point this out in the comments, by the way. I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, guys. I think it's a nice update, but what the fuck is this, Twitch? This has to be some AI generated thing, right? Of course, on top of this, guys, Twitch actually reversing their ban on Omegle, and other randomized video chat websites in their community guidelines. So if you like stuff like this, you can actually, you know, go and take part in that. So I know we have some VTuber related ones that are more specific, but I don't know if this is going to cause a bunch of problems or not, but I did find this to be an interesting change nonetheless. Of course, also kind of some big news here. Twitch is adjusted how they're approaching view botting. However, guys, I'm not really sure if this is a good change or not, but let's talk about it. So Twitch obviously put out a note here from Dan Clancy about view botting. Let's take a listen.
A note on our work to combat view botting from CEO Dan Clancy. There's been a lot of discussion recently about view botting on Twitch, and I wanted to share an update on our enforcement efforts. View botting is bad for our business.
Absolutely, it fucks
We
up
don't
sponsors.
benefit from it, and we believe it harms the creator ecosystem overall.
It does.
However, effectively combating view botting is challenging. As we deploy updates to our real-time detection algorithms, view botting companies quickly respond with updates to avoid detection.
It's always going to be that way.
Also, our detection systems must be precise to ensure that legitimate viewers are appropriately counted.
You're always going to fight that battle. That's not going to be anything that just like magically changes, right? Like you got to understand that as a company.
We're introducing a new enforcement type that we plan to roll out over the next few weeks. For channels identified as persistently view botting, we will apply a cap to the streamer's CCV for a fixed period of time, on all of the Twitch surfaces. The cap will be based upon historical data regarding that creator's non-view botted traffic. Repeated violations will result in longer penalties. Streamers will be notified when an enforcement is applied, along with the duration of the penalty, and can appeal through the appeals portal.
I feel like this is just not the best, like, change. Like, so, okay, as a hypothetical, let me throw you a hypothetical. Let's say that you were streaming, right? And somebody view bots you, right? So like a viewer does that to you, and then you get your viewership capped, right? That can be harmful. When, yeah, people can abuse it, exactly. You have no control over that. So I don't know if that's the best answer. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about that. Instead of just capping it, why don't you just punish them? Like, if you haven't approved to cap it, why don't you just, I don't know, enforce something on them, like a ban, you know?
While
like,
streamers will be notified,
it feels weird.
We will not make a follow-on announcement when we begin issuing these enforcements, and will not publicly share details about when and where these enforcements are applied.
Our reporting system's already heavily
Unfortunately, providing details simply makes it easier for companies to work around our interventions. We believe this approach will help us make meaningful progress against view botting. We will continue refining our systems and expand when we apply these enforcements over time.
Dad, do you think this is a good idea, yes or no? Fixing sarcasm. Oh yeah, this ain't gonna fall into the wrong hands. Oh yeah, exactly, Kilo. It's gonna be perfect. The rollout would be wonderful. Guys, do you think this is a good idea, yes or no? Let me know. I feel like there are too many ways to exploit this. I feel like this is gonna punish people who are not actually doing anything wrongful. I mean, again, we can't really count on Twitch to properly enforce anything to begin with. We can't count on their automated systems or reporting system. We've already seen that abuse so much. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. I'm not feeling this one. I'm gonna be real with you. Of course, we did get a follow-up from Dan Clancy who says, a number of streamers have suggested that embeds are the primary view bot vector. While this is an attack vector remonitor, embeds only account for 0.37% of total hours watched on Twitch and are not the primary source of the problem today. I do remember when they implemented stuff on embed, so I didn't really think it was a big problem either, but we have policies around embedded usage and actively detect and take action against sites that violate them, and we'll continue looking at ways to address this attack vector. Of course, Pirate Software talking about Twitch can identify view bots through historical data. Why can't they strip only view bots instead of just apply arbitrary cap on viewers overall? Because they can't. View bots people used today are primarily done through embedded traffic. So again, he goes on to say, well, it's not embedded, right? But he is saying that the cap isn't going to help, which I agree with. So I think here, chat, that if embedding has not really been a problem for a while, I'm going to be honest. I don't really think embed's been a problem. I think they fixed that for a while. I do know that websites like Extra Life used to hard abuse that, right? But now they fixed it, at least in my opinion. I haven't seen much of it being as bad as it was. I think it's those legitimate view bots. And my question is, if you know it's view bots, why not just take action? You know, Gio, I actually looked into that. I feel like, I don't really know if there's any fetish-specific content, because I looked at your clip and some other clips. It felt like it was just a furry. But, to your point, right? I mean, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, and I feel like overall this is just going to harm streamers. I don't know, guys. I'm not thinking this is going to work out well. But yeah, I didn't really think it was fetish content. I thought it was just a furry VTuber. I'm like, okay, well, that's normal. That's normal for VTubers. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, unless there was some specific part I missed, it didn't look like there was any fetish content. But nonetheless, I'm not going to say that there hasn't been stuff that's questionable put on the front page, right? Because there has been. But nonetheless, I think that this cap is not going to go over well. And only time will tell. But we'll see, chat. In other news as well, talking about Twitch, we did have some, yeah, I thought it was just this artist, right? I didn't see anything. Of course, also, guys, we have a huge update from Twitch going on to say, starting today, channel points, emotes, subs, bits, and badges are available to all streamers on Twitch, guys. No affiliate status required. This is a good thing. We like this. Yeah, we want to talk about Mordecai with, like, the fucking BDSM stuff. Like, this is actually a good thing, chat. This allows people to earn money. Yes, there are some restrictions on that, but this is creating opportunities for everybody. I think this is a good thing. I know that a lot of people will be like, oh, I worked so hard for affiliate. You're just undermining me. No, guys, this is actually good. More opportunities for everybody. In this kind of sense, is really great. So, overall good. I know a lot of people were, you know, kind of bitching about it. I worked really hard for affiliate. You're undermining me. Well, that's not the case, really. This is actually nice. But as a note, guys, you must reach affiliate to qualify for a payout. But otherwise, you can use your spendable balance to purchase gift subs and bits as you work towards affiliate. I think this is fine. Again, I know for Twitch, it's a good business move. It allows them to kind of cycle money back to themselves a little bit extra. I don't have a problem with this, to be honest. I think this is okay. Obviously, I think a payout from day one would be better, but from a business standpoint, I do get where they're coming from. Now, from everybody complaining, I feel like Meat Mommy kind of wrapped it up really well. Now, I'm going to hold your hand when I tell you this. Creating opportunity for someone else does not diminish the opportunity available to you. This is all the people complaining that, you know, they undermine their affiliate status, right? Some of the what's the point of affiliate then takes are giving big, I suffered so everyone else should too energy. The mindset was bad during student loan forgiveness debates. And it's bad here too. I think that's entirely fair. And I think also that at the same time, it's still different, right? You're not going to pay out to your bank account. It's a payout to use on Twitch. So there still is some differential there. But I think this is great. I think it's a nice update. I'm surprised Twitch didn't do it a long time ago. And here we are, guys. So quick question for all of you. Has anybody ever watched a Watch Mojo video? You know, top 10 anime portrayals of all time? I think a lot of people have seen the Watch Mojo videos. It's kind of iconic. Not so much really anymore these days, but, you know, in older days, Watch Mojo was kind of like, that was a big channel, right? Especially on YouTube. Well, chat, I don't know why we're talking about this in the big year of 2026, but Watch Mojo is actually part of, some drama. I don't really know how to, like, word this properly, but Watch Mojo kind of has some issues going on. So let's go check in with the only person I trust for commentary like this, and that's Moist Critical. Top 10 Watch Mojo drama. But this is just, like, really odd. Anyway, let's go take a look here on what's been going on with Watch Mojo, guys.
Pigs stink greasy right now, and I was just about to hop in the shower, get all clean and bathed with my cheeky soap, but as I was getting the towel, I had a memory hit my hippocampus like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast. Earlier today when I was streaming during a tournament, I saw a ton of people ask me for hours what I thought of Watch Mojo making fools of themselves. Like the Watch Mojo crash out is what they were saying. And when I saw it initially, I had to do like a triple take.
I can't believe Watch Mojo of all things is crashing out. It's like, well, our top 10 anime betrayals of all time is better than your top 10 anime betrayals of all time. Like, it's...
Because I hadn't seen the name Watch Mojo in who knows
a long
how
time.
long. I'm telling you, 2026 is dusting off some fucking old school villain cameos here, like
Nah,
James
they're still
Charles
around.
and now
I'm sure
Watch
they're fine.
Mojo.
Well, let's go look. Do you guys want to go look at the stats for Watch Mojo? Because I have vidIQ. I pay for it, so I mean, I can give you the hard facts on it. And let's go see. Yeah, I mean, we can actually like look at it. These are quick channel stats. I mean, past 7 days they're up, but yeah, I'm earning some money. Let's go look at their more recent videos, kind of see. All right, so yeah, they're only like in a couple thousands. It's not the way it used to be, right? I mean, go and look at like their popular ones, right? I mean, like millions upon millions of views. So definitely not at that level anymore, right, guys? Definitely not at that level anymore. Yeah, so kind of past their glory days for sure.
So I decided to pump the brakes on the whole hygiene thing so I could take a look at this before I lost the memory again forever, just have it fall into the void. And it is kind of wacky, so I do kind of want to yap about it.
It is kind of wacky.
Really
this
goofy.
is a perfect voice critical video. When it's something wacky, I know he's going to cover it.
Watch Mojo is, again, a name that I think probably most of you haven't thought of in a long time.
Yeah,
they
same
were
for me.
one of like the earliest corpo slop YouTube channels that capitalized off of, here's the 5 most terrifying Disney deaths. Here's the 8 most important lessons we learned from The Poop That Took a Pee, the musical. That kind of thing. It was just algorithm bait in the early.
I mean, it worked though, because there was nothing back there then.
That caught fire, blew up, and they became like a conglomerate. Nowadays, you never hear that name brought up, not even as an insult. It's just a forgotten relic of the first wave of corporatization of YouTube content. But they didn't close their doors and sail off into the sunset. They still are out there with a sad whimper, just petering through
keeping on.
And still desperately clinging to their formula that doesn't really work anymore, but they're still just...
Top 10 Ben Zingloids in Star Wars. Who's that TikToker that makes all those weird-ass Star Wars names? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, there's like that TikToker that like makes up all those like, oh yeah, no, it's Gloop Shido. Yeah, that's one of them. I guess that's a reference, right? let me find this guy. He's really funny.
Yo, who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Oh no, probably like Han Solo.
Mine's Ben Quaternaros.
Yeah, there it is, Ben Quaternaros.
What the hell is that? That is not a character.
Yes, he is. He's the best pod racer this side of the moisture farm.
Is this the guy you're talking about, Evan?
Cool.
No.
You don't know Cylon Jiggy.
No.
But they're both showing up in the POW spinoff show. Now they're unimportant characters? Watto.
No, I don't know
He's
him.
literally the first character Anakin Skywalker ever
This is the guy you're talking about, right, Evan?
Natasa Jubasa.
Peter Igloo.
What is that?
There's no way some piece of real.
Kid Fisto, first introduced into the prequels, everyone thought he died, but he was resurrected by Bondo Reams. Now they're both bassists for Slice Noodles, the best singer in the Outer Rim.
You can't just say these names expecting me to somehow remember them. I don't know any of them.
Maybe this will jog your memory.
That's his name.
Why are you singing?
Master Freaky. They changed his birthday on Wikipedia.
Okay.
You don't read Wikipedia?
No, I do not.
This shit's not a game.
I'm sorry, I got distracted for a second by the Gloop Shido, but anyway, continuing.
Just tooting out the slime goop that they always did.
Master
13
Freaky.
times toothpicks appeared in Quentin Tarantino films. Or top 10
I love him too. He's so
moments
funny.
AI made the internet mad. That kind of shit. And recently, they made a comment that everyone has been dunking on, and that's why Watch Mojo is
actually
being
like
talked
certified
about right
crash
now,
out,
people
though.
are making fun of them for their crash out.
Well, a YouTuber known as Voyan released a video called Watch Mojo's Downfall Should Be Celebrated. The video talks about how Watch Mojo was some of the first slop content on YouTube and has slowly decreased in views over the years.
I mean,
Not that
it
their
kinda
content was
was.
ever high quality, but it's definitely gotten a little bit worse.
A little bit worse? What are you smoking? Get off.
I mean, like, I feel like the Watch Mojo girl's voice is like one of the go-to, like, PTS AI voices,
The
you know?
crack pipe buster, who doesn't want to look at the top 10
I mean, I guess it was
AI-generated
okay
songs? That's
slop,
some
right?
heat right there. They're cooking. I think they're about to enter their golden age again. I got a hunch. Anyway, a YouTuber named
Watch Mojo
Boyan
come back
made a video
incoming.
covering kind of just like the whole history of
I
Watch
can't wait for
Mojo,
Watch
the
Mojo
time
to make a
period in which it
comeback.
existed, where it was prominent, and also where it is today and how everything's kind of unraveled for them. Anyway, it is a video that is pretty harsh on Watch Mojo. And, well,
Absolutely.
they weren't about to take that on their bellies. They weren't just going to bend over for them. So,
Grandpa,
they
I'm in my
decided
prime.
to fight back.
That's Watch Mojo.
And what battlefield did they choose for this pugilistic
Well, of course,
combat
YouTube.
with a mean YouTube
Right?
video about them? You guessed it. The YouTube comment section.
Oh, yes. Where brain cells go to die, the YouTube comment section.
They left
My favorite.
They left a little piece of their mind down there. And it's pretty embarrassing.
It's
They
so
opened
funny.
strong by saying, "The day no one talks you is the day you are irrelevant, so thank you." They
You mentioned me. I'm not irrelevant anymore.
couldn't even get their first sentence coherent. The day no one talks you, huh? That seems like some shit that someone would rapidly type in a League of Legends
thought it was
solo queue
YouTube
game as they are
Rewind.
melting down from
The
entering.
day no one talks to you.
How do
That's right, chap. You may have never heard these words, chap, but young apprentices, listen to my words. I will make it known in case you've never heard these words, chap. The day no one talks to you, the day no one talks to you is the day you are irrelevant. I hate it here. I hate it here.
How do you even fuck that up? They are a company. This isn't just a guy. This
Welcome
is
to
a
Dime.
company that's posting this, by the way. Okay.
I was
Never
born
heard
into
of
the
your
slop,
channel, and I admit
molded by
I
it.
didn't see the video. But
I guess, so who's your biggest YouTube inspiration? Oh yes, Watch Mojo. Let me tell you.
a few points. Yeah, these are going to be really strong
Oh,
points.
here we go. Never
When
heard of
you
your
haven't
channel.
even wa-
Never heard of your channel. Oh wow, got him good. This is because I never heard of you. You're irrelevant.
Watch the fucking video you're responding to. What in tarnation? In 2006, when we first started, we were obviously a bit ahead of the curve. In 2012, when every channel was some vlogger sitting on the couch, we mastered our signature style, and many cried as it looked more like VH1, MTV, ESPN, and not what the vocal minority viewed as YouTube content, aka
Wow, got
corporate
him.
brand shit. That was the complaint, that it felt soulless, that you were just
Yeah, I mean, it
delivering
is
off
soulless.
of, like, here's
It's
5
like just, here's a list of 10 things with a cute voice. Now go subscribe.
games. Okay, and there they are.
I didn't even have to list or just shit.
Like, that was
By
the
the way-
complaint. And it didn't look like VH1, MTV, or ESPN. It looked like just fucking montage of 5 things
Yeah.
that you found on Reddit that
Yeah,
you put
yeah,
in your
so the same wasn't even,
top
like, good
5
lists.
games that have punching mechanics. They
Top
that
5
was
games with
what
punching
people were
mechanics.
talking about there. The challenge in media is staying relevant, keeping your audience guessing, etc. There's what guesswork is there with a Watch Mojo list? What the fuck?
Staying relevant, keep your audience guessing. Top 10 anime portrayals of all time. Oh my god. Wow, I really kept guessing the entire time. Which one's gonna be number 1 on this irrelevant list from this subjective opinion? Wow, I really gotta tune into this.
Companies
Bruh.
like BuzzFeed, Vice, Vox,
Bruh.
and channels that inspired themselves by us, by their own admission, all came and went. We managed to both keep our OG fans happy and innovate. Is there such thing as a Watch Mojo fan? I feel like that's not real. That's just a fairy tale.
Yes, guys, I can't wait to get in voice chat later and talk about the finer nuance of Watch Mojo. I've been a Watch Mojo fan since 2012. Let me show you my Watch Mojo t-shirt.
That's like being a lobotomy enthusiast. I feel like
Lobotomy
Watch Mojo doesn't
enthusiast.
have fans. It has bots or has people that just had the YouTube running in the background and Watch Mojo came on through autoplay. Or 12 years ago, they saw the title...
I can't wait till we get the Watch Mojo VTuber. That'll be my Oshi.
8 times that sci-fi movies used a whoopee cushion. Some shit.
Can I be honest, guys? I feel like Watch Mojo is like one of those channels you put on YouTube when you're like on the toilet. Like, you know, like
then,
any other time it's just irrelevant.
They stumbled across a Watch Mojo video, but I don't think there's people that are like actively salivating over the next Watch Mojo
has been important in my family line for years.
What AI generated song is popping this time around? Can't wait for Watch Mojo to deliver. If by downfall you mean being a survivor, having 100 plus FTE.
Wait. Did they say by downfall you mean being a survivor? That is the most insane redirection. Oh, we're not irrelevant. We're a survivor. Bro, I'm using that forever. Anytime somebody tells me I fell off, I'm like, oh no, I'm a survivor of the VTuber space. Oh my god.
These who earn their living with us, then I will take it.
Crazy.
How does Watch Mojo have 100 plus full-time employees? I'm assuming that's what
nuts.
FTE stands for. There's no way.
Wild.
That has to be a lie, or that is the most bloated
somebody mentioned that
company
earlier.
for the simplest dog shit ever. That has to be the easiest job on the planet. They're patting themselves on the back for still drooling out the lists.
Yeah, like
but it's not like they're doing well. That's kind of like one of the big points of the video.
I mean, I guess as we saw, like, their views are way down.
They're responding to that they admit they haven't even watched. Like, they're hanging on in the same way that Blockbuster is. Like, yeah, there's still one left, but you wouldn't really call it, like, super healthy, but at least Blockbuster has its own charm to it. Watch Mojo has nothing.
Like not even like.
But they're over here
10%
like,
of their
good
original
publicity
views.
you're talking about us, so how the fuck is that
Maybe
irrelevant?
not even 1%.
Checkmate. Also, this may be inside baseball, but you are aware that a VOD is YouTube 1.0, and the platform is evolved, right? I could break it down for you, but why bother?
Oh no, they're giving the Reddit. Well, I can break it down for you, but why bother? My intellect is huge much for your small brain.
Hint, viewers are spending nearly an hour per watch session watching our content. We are, in the ways that matter, more pertinent than ever.
This sounds like a Reddit mod, dude. Yes. Oh, we're in the ways that matter. More pertinent than ever. Like, actual Reddit moderator energy.
Holy delusion. Yikes. As per Sound Mojo, again, think of 2012 when the vocal minority whined and then we got the last laugh.
Absolutely just
then they sign off with a mic drop. Haters, envious, jealous people are fuel to our fire. The reply right under it had a big giggle out of me. It says, this is like the Ouija board speaking back. I thought that was a banger. Pretty stupid to respond to something they didn't even watch in the first place.
Like, why are you even responding to this and crashing out? They're just like, oh, well, we might be irrelevant, but we're survivors, guys. We survived the great war of YouTube, and you know, we're making money where it counts. That's right. All of your thing with your fancy views and stuff, we don't need that because we're more pertinent to the hardcore Watch Mojo fans. You know, all those Mojoers. Yeah, the Mojoers are out there buying our Mojo merch and everything else. We're so relevant. You're just not part of the club, and also you're stinky, and that's it. Like, what the fuck?
And they just come across as like a bitter, delusional douchebag organization.
The Mojo Joers.
What a dumb response.
The Mojo Bros. And the Mojoers.
Again, they didn't.
That's what I'm calling them. The Mojoers.
So they have like nothing to even like refute or even really dive in about. They just instead suck their own cock about like how long.
I mean, they didn't even like be like, well, at this point it's inaccurate. It's like, well, we are the pinnacle of all YouTube creation. We created slop content. We are irrefutable. Everyone loves us, and it only counts because it matters in their heart. Views, money, we don't need that. As long as you're a mojoer, that's all that matters. That's what makes us pertinent.
How long they've been around and how they were ahead of the curve, and actually, based on the data that matters, are more pertinent now than ever.
That's right,
which is just provably false.
I was gonna say, like, what facts are you going off of? Yeah, Watch Mojo's like, oh yeah, you and your fancy subscriber count and viewers. Yeah, we actually use the rainbows and unicorns measurement. So boom, take that.
They are not. Unless they're going by like watch time metrics where they themselves are juicing it by auto-playing to bots or something, they are not as pertinent as ever. Anyone can look that up and see that that's just a full-blown lie. Maybe they're trying to like convince investors or something. I don't know, but it's not going to work on like sane people. It's just a really baffling decision because they didn't need to like respond to it or anything, and it's not like they're known for clapping back against people that make fun of them. It just feels so weird. Out of nowhere. So it is wacky, and I did want to yap about it because
it's absolutely just fucking wacky. We should go look at their, actually, let's do this, chat. Let's go look at their social blade really quick. Let's see how far they potentially have fallen over the years. Like, we'll go look at like the hard facts, you know what I mean? Watch Mojo, my favorite content creator. So let's see. That's monthly. Let's gain subscribers. Oh, no, we need a platinum. We need like a big subscription to look at all the other stuff. Damn. I won't be able to look at it, guys. I only got the past 14 days, but I'd be interested to know for sure. So, Social Blade only shows me so much as well. I don't think I can like dive into that more. So, well, I'll definitely dive into it on my own. Yeah, I'll try to find it. But I'm sure that over the years, I mean, if you look here at their top videos, right? I mean, 99 million, etc. Their newest videos are not even pulling remotely close to that. I mean, let's go look at one from a day ago, right? Or let's say 3 days ago. 3 days ago means you've had a lot of time to insert yourself in the algorithm, right? They've had these ones. They did have one big one. I mean, this one went well, but other ones not so much. So I think their whole thing is just like pump out as much content as possible and hope to God that it just does well. And also saying greatest heavy metal albums of all time, top 20. And then also the things on the front are Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Slayer, Slipknot, and Metallica. Wow, you really dug deep for that one, didn't you, bro? Like, wow, you're really bringing me some, you know, great opinions on this. Nobody else shares those at all. I'm sure your very normie opinion is going to be very helpful by watching your top 20 greatest heavy metal albums of all time. Wow, you're killing it, bro. Like, it's crazy. So that is the fall off, chat, of Watch Mojo. Wow. I guess we should go watch that fall off video. I think that would like make it a lot better. Yeah, it's like, you know, it's funny, it's fun content, but it's also kind of like, what? You know what I mean? Surely the best picks in that one, of course. Only the best picks in that one. Hands down, guys, hands down. Well, I hope you enjoyed a little bit of non-VTuber news today, chat. I know that we had quite a lot to talk about, and I appreciate all of you sticking around with me today because, like I said, I know it was just so much to talk about. But I will have plenty for you coming up next Friday as well. And Sunday, we also got to talk about, oh yeah, they're going to come under my comments. Oh God, I better be careful. On Sunday, we are going to be talking about some very interesting news, guys, in regards to Sumi. I talked about Sumi a little bit yesterday, but we actually have a full-on document about Sumi now, and tying them to all of those alt names as well. So we'll take a look at that. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. I will see you all tomorrow for a very, 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 very big event. We're going to be teaching 5 other VTubers how to play Elden Ring in one seamless co-op game. I'm sure everything's going to go absolutely wonderful, guys. I'm in charge of all 5 of them and making sure that they don't die. I'm sure it's going to go over really great. I'm scared, guys. But from Mafina, I'm sure she's going to talk to you about her cup. And I'll see you guys later, right? Bye, YouTube. Have a good one, y'all. Bye, Twitter. Have a good one. I'll be uploading a video later today about what we covered. So see you around, guys. Bye. Have fun with Mafina. She's great.